There they are, all my dear friends. It is so awesome to see you on this Wednesday night. Oh, I was looking forward tonight. I was so looking forward tonight. I got bad lighting tonight. The sun is hitting that window so hard. Wow, wow, wow. There, that helps a little for a while. Once that sun sets, it'll get better lighting. I'm going to shout out all these great folks over there in the chat this evening. Whole mess of people, boy. And I hope I can see everybody all right. It's a little hard to see the screen. I got this not just sun issue here, it's on my screen, so it's hard to see some comments here. But first person that popped in the house that I saw here was Destination Great Lakes. There's my buddy Travis. Yeah, we're going to hear from him this evening. And then Rebecca Felter. Oh, yeah, shared it out right away. Hey, everybody, do like Rebecca. Share it out. Share it out. Let all your friends know. Tell them to get on over here and hang out for a while. And then Will the Rocker. Will's always dependable. Always dependable. Yeah, I had a good time camping this last week. Very good time. Then John and Jan's Adventures. And now I got to ask some questions on this. On the road to Wisconsin, when can I expect to see you? And let's see. Oh, there's Kathy. It's so good to see Kathy. She posted a really nice welcome home to my Facebook group over at the Sty Shack, and that was so nice to see. There's James chasing the Reaper. Awesome. And who else we got going on here? There's Eileen. She says, hey, Sty, but then she did this. Eileen, what? Wow. Thank you so much, girl. Oh, that goes so far. Yeah, it does. It really does, guys. It's surprising what you can do. Yeah. Oh, and there's Tim with Kirk Whipper Voyager Center. Awesome. He's become a great friend. And there's everything spicy. There's Phil. I haven't had my fill for the week. Yeah. There's Saucy Shane. Oh, hey, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Shane. Crazy Ann, sweetie. Oh, awesome. I love that live you did, your drive. Oh, man. I watched as much of it as I could last time. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the ride. That was cool. And I'm caught up. Now, I've got someone in the basement, but he's not on screen right now. So, oh, yes, he is. He just popped up. I said it, and he showed up just like that. So I'm going to pull him up. Hey, Travis.
Hi,
and no, he's not at his campground.
no, not yet.
He got himself a nice new trailer, and it's sitting out there just calling him. You don't want me to say nothing, eh?
Oh,
Make him suffer until Friday, you know?
well, no.
Don't.
That video isn't published yet.
Oh, I'm not telling him about the video. I'm just telling.
Yeah.
I just said you got a new trailer, and
did.
you guys watch his channel for when his video on that trailer pops up. I got to watch it. It's awesome. I'm so proud of him. I'm so happy for him and his wife, Stephanie. They're just, yeah, his family, yeah. So you got to watch that video, and then you'll get the whole skinny. Hey, Freeman James, brother, it's good to see you. West Haven, always and forever. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is so cool. So cool. I'm going to probably mention this several times tonight, just so people that come in and didn't hear it hear it. There won't be a stream next Wednesday. I'm going to pull this guy up and then we'll talk about it. There's Phil.
What's happening, fellas?
I don't know.
We're just
here, and all of a sudden, Sty hacked my webcam.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, it's all my damn fault, right? With all the
appeared in my inbox and I clicked it. I don't know.
All the technical difficulties I've been having lately. I couldn't hack into my own actual mailbox.
So it's not your fault that my Betty White aged webcam was freaking out again?
No. He insists that his webcam came over with Betty White on the Mayflower. Yep.
Oh, you should have seen it, Phil. When I first tried to get in here, before I even put myself in the basement, I had a purple hue, and then it was pixelated and looked like 1970s TV, and then it was purple again.
Wow.
I've unplugged and replugged that webcam.
Well, you had problems last week. You were talking like a chipmunk last week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A real nasty chipmunk, too. Yeah.
Well,
Like chipmunk.
Yeah. I was saying next Wednesday, there will not be a live stream. There won't be a live stream next week, guys. Sorry. If all goes well, by the time the sun comes up, I'll be done editing all the video work I did this last week, and I'll spread that out over that 2-week span. So you guys are seeing plenty of video stuff over the 2 weeks. But circumstances are such that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week are just not going to work for me to get back home, back up here to Ashland. And that's going to be a very rare event. It's just that it's the start of our season, and this is one of our 3 largest, busiest weekends of the year.
Oh yeah, I'm solid.
Yeah, he's booked solid. All his reserve sites are taken. All of my reserve sites are taken for the weekend. I've got a few first come first serve sites, but those will be filled up. I know it. And his campground, he's got 29 sites.
29 on black.
Yeah, he's got 29 on black, and then he's got 15. He's got 15 at Moose, and I've only got 20 sites total between the 2 campgrounds. So, but it's going to be a real busy weekend. I got a feeling I'm going to have a lot of camp chores Monday.
Sure.
And believe it or not, I actually got several folks you're hoping for site 3, but I need to know, when will you be there? When will you be there?
Moose is solid.
Oh yeah.
Both of mine are stocked, just full.
Yeah. Yeah, we have access to these reports that show us the status of the reservations and our campgrounds on a 14-day basis. So we can look out 2 weeks down the road and see how many are going to be in our campgrounds. And yeah, it's going to be a busy season. I can see it already. Yeah,
I won't be bored.
You're going to be there tomorrow, early afternoon? If there's somebody in that site and I'm not there, go to number 6. You'll see it. It says campground host, and you'll see the Forest Service truck parked in front of my trailer. Pull in there and hang out. Make yourselves at home until I show up. Okay, and we'll work things out. And I got a feeling if you're going to get there tomorrow afternoon, you just may have cut site number 3. And I think you're going to enjoy site number 3. You're not bringing the boat this time, right? That's the way I kind of understood. You didn't bring the boat this time. Well, it doesn't matter whether you brought the boat or not. I've got a spot you can put the trailer. So, yeah, they're on the road right now, heading this way. See, I've got John and Jan are coming. They're going to spend some time with me, and then June 2nd, if all continues to go as planned, Nick Green and a buddy of his are showing up, and they're going to spend 3 nights, 4 days with me. So there you go. See, actually, he's not even aware of it yet. I don't think, but that I won't be coming to Ashland next week. And I had told him how to get to my site, go in there, tried to explain to him the 3 best spots for him to pitch up his 12 by 12 tent for the 3 nights, because I told him I won't be there when you get there. So now he'll be surprised, because that evening I'll be there when they pull in. But yeah, boy, this week was adventurous. I'm telling you, watch for. In fact, it's the very first video that'll probably go up. That'll probably go up on Friday. I get out to camp last Thursday. We did our live stream Wednesday night. Thursday morning, I shook it out real early and got out of here bright and early. Got to camp just to, in a hurry to do nothing, because it was lousy, downpouring rain all day and heavy winds. Oh my God, the winds. I thought we were going to have trees come down. Well, middle of the night, Thursday night, well, actually it was early AM Friday morning, I thought the world come to an end. I thought one of them big trees fell on my trailer. The whole damn trailer shook. Things on the walls just rattling, and I jumped out of my bunk, and it's like, holy God, it's the end of the world. Here we go. Hang on tight. And I opened my door. This is about between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. I opened my door, and it only opened about 8 inches. I had to shoulder it to get it open 1.5 feet. And that's when I saw it there, I realized my whole canopy in the middle frame was in a big pile right in front of my door. It had all collapsed right there against the trailer. And the reason it yanked the trailer was because it was attached to my trailer. And I'll never buy another one of those canopies, ever. That dang thing, it's got 4 rods that go to the peak, 4 supports. In between all 4 of those, the water pooled in the canopy. And it built up to the point where it was so heavy that the water wasn't running off of it fast enough. It was raining that hard. Plus the wind was blowing about 25 miles an hour. That thing had to have had, we were talking about how many gallons of water were in the roof of that thing. And we figure it had close to 500 pounds of water on top of it. And that whole metal frame just busted and folded and crinkled up. So I did a video of the aftermath. So watch for that on Friday. That was quite a waking experience. Hey, check that out. Eileen. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah.
You get them tornadoes through there where you need to anchor down your trailer, do you?
No, see, we don't get tornadoes, but we get straight line winds, and
still might need to anchor it down.
And that's it. Is if you're not anchored down, there's the risk of it moving. But my trailer on my campsite is in a really sweet spot. I don't believe the wind's going to move that trailer, but it could drop a tree on it. That's it don't matter how well your trailer stays put. If a tree falls on it, yeah, you're screwed. Oh, hey, Mike. Awesome. I can't even read the comment. I can't see it.
Old
Old
man,
man
time.
time.
Old man time. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I had a few days this week. I played old man, sat in a chair at the edge of the lake and just kicked back and enjoyed it. I got bait, but I never got to go fishing. I was running kind of late this morning. I was going to go wet the line for breakfast, but I'll fish. I'll fish when I get home. The Travis's little girl, Virginia, she's a sweet kid. She's such a sweet kid, and she loves both his girls. They just love to fish, man. That if they don't have something else occupying them, they got a line in the water, man. They're fishing constantly, and every time they catch a fish, they're showing it off. They'll come running up, and they'll go, "Look at what I got! Got another nice sunny. I caught a big perch." Well, Jenny was fishing from the boat dock at the boat landing by his campsite, and she's, correct me if I'm wrong, she started yelling to Stephanie, your wife, "Bring the camera.
Bring the camera."
Yeah. And there's a picture of her and the fish. She caught herself a pike.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Where that hammer handle was, there's going to be a granddaddy swimming in there somewhere too,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Caught it on a worm. She was pan fishing.
yeah, fishing for
Off the
pan
dock.
fishing. Right.
You're hungry.
Right. What would it be, Travis? From the dock, maybe 40 feet to the dam.
Yeah, and she was probably halfway to the left a little bit, so towards the other shore.
If you see me taking this napkin, and it's not because I got a dirty hand or something, or that I'm drooling on myself, but you really can't make it out. But right there, there's a wound.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I kind of saw it.
be careful. It's bleeding again. But when you go to Walmart, if you're in the camping section and they got those nice bins full of tent stakes, don't just reach in there.
No.
Really look at what you're reaching and grabbing. I shoved my hand in there and shoved a metal tent stake about half an inch into the palm of my hand. And Running Water was with me, and he goes, "Holy shit, Dad, what are you doing?" I pulled that spike out, and I happened to have some folded paper towels in my pocket. So I took one out, wiped the end of that spike, and looked around, kind of aired it on, threw it in my cart. I figured I better buy it. I bled on it, Oh, man, I was bleeding all over the place. When I got done shopping, I actually went over to that cart cleaning station they got, and I wiped down that whole handlebar because there were blood spots all over it. I had those paper towels. I had 2 of them in my pocket that were just blood soaked, and injured in Walmart.
That sounds like a video.
Right.
I should have had the camera with me
We
in
tell
the
you,
store.
Sty, to have the camera running at all times.
I know. I tell you what, you send in that little video clip that I don't get to see unless I come back into town on Facebook of that guy with the airbags. If he falls down, I laughed my ass off. This guy is standing there, and he looks like a normal guy, just standing there, and he falls over backwards. And I'm thinking, he's going to bust his coconut, man. When he hits that floor, it's going to bust his head. About a foot and a half before he reaches the floor, airbags go off around his head and his whole back, and he just goes punk. He kind of bounces a little bit. He's fine. Then he falls sideways to demo it, and it blows up in the side of his head, hits the floor, but it's got this big air pillow between him and the floor. And Phil, of course, says, "Yeah, this one's for Sty." Yeah.
We got to get him 2 or 3. We should get him through a week or 2.
Yeah, I would hope they're not only one-time use, that you can repackage.
I got a feeling, because there's probably charges in there, That's probably only a one time.
Yeah.
Maybe the airbags are affordable and replaceable, but I got a feeling,
Yeah. Or it might be the kind of thing is if you discharge the unit, there's a way to bleed the air off and then send the whole unit back to them. They recharge it, send it back to you or something. But you would want to have a spare. I would have to have 3 or 4 spares.
Right. Just for one hike.
Yeah, just for one hike. I've been lucky this year. I haven't fallen down nothing. Yeah. Saturday, Travis and I.
Oh, that was fun.
We had to go for our chainsaw certification. In order to run a chainsaw for the Forest Service, you have to be certified by them and go through training.
It's ridiculous.
It was an all-day training kind of affair. And I enjoyed it. Travis said he enjoyed it too. It was fun. And we got to go out and they made you demo and you had to make all the different types of chainsaw cuts under different circumstances and hazard logs and
make sure you use the chain brake.
Yeah, use the chain brake unless you didn't bring your own saw and they give you a saw that will not idle with chain brake on.
Yeah, and that's a defective saw.
He was going to mark me down. He was going to give me a 1, needs improvement on that issue. And I said, okay, you start that saw with the chain brake on. Do it. He'd start it and it would go brrr, and the second you touch that throttle, it would go bloop, die. And I go, it won't run long enough for you to even disengage the chain brake. And he tried that a couple of times, and he goes, dang it, I did this in pen. He said, I can fix that, he said. And he says, no, you're getting a 3, because he said, defective chainsaw. And I go, whose saw is it? And he knew that I knew it was his saw. So here my Forest Service instructor saw didn't meet their standard of quality. So it was fun. Hey, Jelly Duck, it's great to see you. Me Dibble.
What's up,
awesome.
Dibble? There's plain old Chuck.
There's plain old Chuck.
Plain old Chuck. Just Chuck.
I don't know. I just thought it was funny that my group, that when we were doing the skills, there were 2 Steels, a Ego Electric, and a DeWalt Electric. The DeWalt
and your Husqvarna.
And my Husqvarna. And neither of the Steels would start.
Oh, really?
Yeah. and his Husky's starting right up.
Everybody was using my Husky.
There were people that brought electric saws, right? There were 2 people that had Eco Electrics, and those Ecos are
nice saws.
They're rated just like my Atlas. I looked those things, that one over that was in my group, and I told our tester, I said, you wait till that guy starts cutting with that electric saw. It'll be a little bit slower than the gas, but it'll cut anything just as big as its same equivalent gas saw. And he said, I'm curious. I said, no, I'm guaranteed. I wish I would have brought mine. I just thought for chainsaw training, they wouldn't accept electric, but they did. Doggone it. And yeah, that guy, he was plunge cutting into a big ass log, and he managed to cut a log that he had to cut from both sides to get enough bar length to cut through that whole log.
You said you had the 40-volt style or the 80-volt?
Mine's a 40, but with an 80 battery. It boosts the power a little bit, but it extends the use of the saw by more than double. Okay. 2.5 times the normal charge. So I
wouldn't mind getting one of those for camp, because I don't necessarily, if I'm bucking up wood for my fire, I don't necessarily like firing up that loud saw.
See, and that's it, is I used mine in camp, and I had a camper next to me. He came over and he goes, I want to know what you're drinking. I go, I ain't drinking nothing. He goes, no, come on. What are you making? He says, I heard the blender. You're having margaritas over here, aren't you? I go, I don't have no damn blender. And he goes, I heard it. I heard a blender over here just grinding away. I said, oh, was it this? And I walked over and got my saw and I started cutting on a piece of wood. And he goes, oh, shit. He says, I was hoping you were making margaritas over
I
here.
wanted a drink.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the camp host, but not the hostess.
That's right. I'm not the hostess with the mostest.
Although I do
No.
charge $15 a margarita.
That's right, right.
Yeah.
And that is not a Forest Service thing that's provided. It's
Right.
This is all personal, you know.
Right.
And by the way, you're just going to give me $15 gratuity because I can't charge for anything. I don't have a vendor's license.
That's
So
right.
$15 per.
Travis and I were talking about things we're going to try at our campgrounds this summer. I am so looking forward to this. I got a new screen house today. Looks like my clam screen house, except it's just the screen house. But the panels for my clam actually will fit on this one. They go right on it. But it's going to be a host information center. It's going to have a small table in it and some chairs, camp chairs. And I've got a panel that goes on the wall that'll hold brochures and information about things in the area. They can come to my site, come in and look at what's out here, what's at camp, what do we offer. And I'll probably have a thermos or two of coffee sitting there and a place they can fix themselves a cup of coffee. But I have a camp journal now. And I'm going to encourage every camper to stop by, go in that little screen house, sit down at the table, and write in that camp journal. Just put their site number. If they want to put their name, it's up to them. But write a paragraph about their stay at my campground. And then I figure maybe once a month, depends on how many entries I get. Once a month, I'll do a video where I just read out of that journal, you know, and let everybody, all the folks out here, hear what the campers think out there. I think it'll be fun. But Travis goes, I got one of the great big old coffee cookers like you got at church.
In the basement of every church.
Yeah. And he says, I'm thinking coffee hour from 9 to 10 every month. Phil,
I want a margarita. Sorry.
he wants a margarita.
Look, he gave you tax too, Sty.
I can't.
Yeah,
margarita,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, holy God.
Maybe you put a little tree sap or something in it. Stir it with
yeah. Nothing like a pine cone margarita. I mean,
I was just saying, I think you need to use a tree booger on that.
What? No boogers.
No, tree booger. Best fire starter ever.
John and Jan are bringing some shine with them.
Oh boy.
You won't believe this, but my bottle of Huckleberry moonshine went bad.
What?
You wouldn't think it could. The fruit portion of it separated, and it's cloudy and nasty, and it still tastes like shine, but it's nasty. I don't want to drink it. I'm afraid it'll give me the beer effect, you know, the Schlitz.
No, you don't need that, especially.
I gotta clean those bathrooms, so
right?
I don't want to be a contributor to the mess, you know.
No beans in Schlitz.
Can't give you another penny, Mikey. Oh God, I missed Mike.
Jackass.
Yeah, on the phone, doesn't it? It gives you weird amounts.
On the phone, everything's like $4.99, $9.99.
Yeah, it's weird.
You don't get to select the amount, and you know, like I can't. If I want to do $13.66 on the computer, I can do that. But
right, yeah. Phone don't let you. Hey, Jimmy, it's good to see you, OG son. Now I missed it. Did anybody catch it? John? No, I got it. No, never mind. No, I got it. Hey, there is this outfit. Damn it, I don't have one handy.
Dang it! Super chat won't let me. I was going to send you Phil's missing penny.
No. You missed Jack's grandma's in the chat.
I'd have to send $1 in order to make up Phil's missing.
Jack's grandma, I am so sorry I missed you in the chat. I'm sorry, sweetie. Thank you for being here so much.
I know
Jack's
you miss her.
No, and Jack's grandma, there she is. She is such a supporter of supporty of Nick Green, you know, and I just loved it. She supports him so well. I think it's going to be real. I know how it's going to be with John and Jan. I've camped with them twice now, and it's always a blast. We enjoy our days and our time around the campfire and the like, you know. And with Nick Green, that's going to be interesting because I got to clean my truck out because I got to get big old Nick in the truck and his scrawny little buddy. His scrawny little buddy gets a back seat. Nick's up front with me because those big seats in the King Ranch, he just can slide that bugger back and his buddy can sit back there, you know. But I told him, he said, oh, is there some waterfalls we can check out and this and that? Well, I'm going to do that with John and Jan. If we can fit it in, we're going to take a day and we're going to go see some beautiful waterfalls, you know. And I told Nick, I said, I'm going to do the same thing with you. But I want to see Nick. I hope he can handle it. I think I'll bring my field medic kit with from work, from the host truck, in case he falls down the stairs. There
it is, Joe.
Oh, there's Joe.
The missing penny.
There's the missing penny. He rounded it up. Wow, that worked out pretty cool. That was a $21 super chat, man.
There you go.
That's yeah. Hey, that's pretty cool.
So does that give Phil a supersized camp margarita, or like what size does he get for that?
Right here.
So not one of these.
No. Yeah, I got all these special margarita glasses for Phil, you know. Yeah, and he can have as many as he wants, you know, at $19.99.
You can leave all the mixer out and just put tequila in that sucker.
I'll tell you what, he buys 3 of those. The 4th one's free.
There you go.
I mean,
hey, there's a deal, Phil. Might as well pay for the other 2 while you're at it.
Right?
Hey, Ingalls family, great to see you.
Remember, you got to pay the 20.
I wouldn't do that to him. I would like to, but I wouldn't do it. The shot glasses got them at home.
See,
got them at home, man.
Shot glass, you know.
Yeah.
With the shot
I got the small shot glass because my guts just can't handle the hard stuff so well anymore. And
I think what I got in this is crystals from. I think these are still crystals in here from. I think from the sunflower seeds.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Did you see my challenge on Saturday?
No.
Well, we ate the cheese balls. Now we didn't know how many of these were going to be in here, but the challenge was if I ate them all, Zach Goot was going to shave his beard.
Oh, that's right.
And there were 73 in here, and I ate 72 3/4.
What?
I didn't want to eat the last little bit of the last one to make the boy shave his beard. It'd be like having you shave your beard.
Oh no, it wouldn't happen.
You wouldn't have opened your mouth and said that. But he did shave his head. Yep.
Oh, I need to. Yeah, I really do. I got bad case of fuzzy head.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of fuzzy because, well, I've been a member of Dollar Shave Club since pretty much when they started, and apparently they're having supply issues and didn't bother to tell any of their members.
Yeah, no microchips.
Well, yeah, but they're
microchips for your razor.
Right. But they're having supply.
Hey, Dennis.
they're having supply issues, and they charged my credit card for the order that was supposed to come beginning of May.
But it didn't show up.
Got a shipping notification, and so nothing ever showed up. So I emailed them, and because they don't publish a phone number, and their chat hours are pretty much useless. So I sent an email, and 3 days later, I got a reply going, "Oh yeah, we're having supply issues with that style of razor, so we upgraded you for free." Well, why did you say something 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, yeah, and you wouldn't be bothering them, right?
Right. Say something 3 weeks ago. Hey, we know you're due for your subscribed refill, but we're out of these. We can offer you this in compensation. Will this be sufficient? Because I get their middle of the line blade, and they upgraded me to their top of the line.
Well, that's cool.
For free, and they gave me a $5 credit for my patience, which that's great. But it's like, why did I have to reach out to you if you know you're having
to find that out? Yeah.
If you know you're having supply issues and you've already charged my card on file, why
there should have been a customer-wide email that went out to everybody and covered everybody, not individual, but covered every. So here's what's happening. Here's what we're going to do. And
I think Musk is making those because that's the way Starlink was. Is they take your money, then they send you an email and say, "Oh, by the way, the earliest you'll see the equipment." They took the money in April. The earliest you'll see your equipment is the end of June. Could be as late as September. And it's like, after you took my money, you tell me that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why didn't you tell me that before you took my money? Hey, Mary.
Dirty scoundrels.
Yeah, dirty scoundrels.
Yeah.
Gary Two Sellers, great to see ya. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. What's that?
Supposedly I have new upgraded blades and a handle that'll fit the new blades coming.
Oh yeah. They send you blades that won't fit the handle you have, so you're just there with the blade.
Yeah, exactly right. That won't work.
That
don't work. Bushcraft yourself a handle. There you go.
There we go. I'll come to you, Sty, to make something that's gonna work. I'm in trouble here. I'm getting really fuzzy.
Something I should have filmed in camp this week is on a couple of the days when there was a break in the weather and it was nice, it was warm. My boat landing area at my campsite is it's muddy silt about 6 to 8 inches deep, right? And I was poking around in there with a stick, and sure enough, there's ankle breakers under that stuff. Sticks that are 3 inches around, that long, sticking out here, and they're crossing each other, and rocks and things. And I thought, that's how I messed the ankle up out at Black Lake. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm taking care of that. Well, the Forest Service, they were nice. They gave me this really good heavy-duty garden rake, and I told myself, rake that silt the hell out of there. Just rake it out. There's a nice sandy bottom under it. So just rake it out of there. Oh, my God. I raked out the equivalent of 2 heaping full wheelbarrows worth of that silt, and I built the banks up around the shoreline, and there's already grass growing through it. I mean, it's that fast. It's so rich, wow. That soil. We had all this wind the last 4 days. I went down there yesterday after I finished all my camp duties. Went down there, going to sit at the lake, and I looked and I go, what the hell? Where the hell did that silt come from? It blew a whole bunch more in. It replaced what I took out. I thought, oh, that heavy rain pushed it all back in, and I looked. No, all of the silt I took out is still there. This silt came from the lake somewhere. It came back and said, like, no, plug them up.
Nope, Sty, you can't have a nice landing. Nope.
So I did it again, and I got it down to there's about 4 inches of silt that just getting a little tough to get out of there. I walked out there, man. I went up, put a pair of shorts on, walked out there, and I was surprised. The water's, it's chilly. It's chilly. There's no doubt. But it wasn't so cold that I wasn't able to stand in it for a half an hour. I mean, but I got all of the ankle breakers out. There's just 2 rocks that I'm concerned about, and at least I know where they are, so I won't slip and bust an ankle on one or something.
I got something else here today. The other day too, Sty.
What's that? What you get?
I mean, I'm probably going to need some instruction.
Oh boy.
Oh shit! I got to make that large. What the? Oh, you got some shaga. Whoa! That didn't make you large. He's got shaga there, guys. That's the real McCoy. I can tell from here.
Doesn't look nothing like the blonde shaga I got here.
No. See, and that's got some birch bark on it still. There's some nice chunks. See, now I would take those 2 chunks you just had there and put them in a fairly large coffee pot, and and just simmer it, steep it. This is all screwed up.
Yeah.
I'll get us back on here. Here we are.
So you don't want to do a close-up of me. You just broke everybody's monitor.
Oh, that's their problem.
Yeah, Izzy. Remember Izzy P? He was talking about sending me some. He showed up last week in the chat again, and his wife just sent me a bunch. So.
Oh, cool. That's cool. I've got a good chunk I got to take down and process, break into pieces like that. That'll come with me this trip down, because I'm getting low supply at camp, and I didn't get out shaga hunting this last winter, and
so Sty, you got to tell us. We need stories. What happened at camp? Anything that was entertaining, or bathroom?
Well, the one thing our soup won't let me do is put signs on the bathroom for host use only. He won't let me do that.
No, I tried that. That.
I wanted to put up "Please pee in the woods" signs. How
about just condemned?
Yep. Or like Sty loves RVs. You could take a dump in yours. Kind of signs. I don't get it. I've had the runs extreme, where I just like, oh my God, I'm gonna die.
I've never not been able to make it.
But the thing is I've never sat on any crapper anywhere in the world and crapped on the seat all the way down the inside of the pedestal, down the front of the pedestal, on the wall.
Why do you think they gave you a power washer?
I'll tell you what, that power washer is the sweetest little thing. I was so, they gave me mine, because I never looked at Travis's last year. I heard them over there using it in the outhouse, but I never looked at it.
You mean when John and Jan were there?
Yeah. John and Jan saw that blowout in there. Ooh. But the battery pack is only about that square and about that thick. Tiny little battery pack. I did 5 bathrooms, pressure washed the pedestals inside and out, the seats, the covers, and the floors. And I still had juice in that damn battery. I could not believe. I was so impressed. And there's great pressure comes off of it. Hey, Mr. Fulton. Hello.
They got good pressure, but some of those blowouts, I wish they had more so that I could stand like 20 feet back and hose it out.
Well, that's what I told Chris, our soup. I told him, I said, Chris, do they have extenders for these? Because if I could at least double the length of that wand on the end, that would be nice. He goes, well, then you wouldn't be able to reach down inside. I said, well, no, for the outside stuff. And then I'd shorten the wand to do the inside. But I said, on the outside, when you're spraying that, man, you're full reach, because you don't want any of that splash back.
It's going to splash you otherwise.
Yeah, you don't want no splash back. Samantha, sweetie, hey, honey. Hi, girl.
What's up, Samantha?
Yeah.
Especially if you got a beard that can catch,
Yeah.
shrapnel.
Oh, that bugger is tied and usually double banded, so it's as least of an area as possible that could catch something.
Ugh.
Yeah, and the other day, yeah, beard wash and full body wash off the lake water. Oh my God, was that cold?
I got to tell you, though, Sty, I think I understand why Chris says no signs. They don't read them.
Oh yeah, they don't read them.
I mean, I had to kick a UTV out of the campground on Sunday. Great big sign when you're driving into the campground. No UTVs. You go right.
Yeah.
So
that's like when I found 4 UTVs in my one and only picnic site, and now it looks like a ATV trail going up into that picnic ground in that picnic area.
Mess out of it.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's such a steep grade, and it had rained for 2-3 days before they went in there, so they rutted it up, tore the grass up, and I went in there and I chewed them out. I said, "You get your UTVs down in that parking spot. We want them close where we can see them." And I told them, I said, no, you get them out of here. You get them out of here now, and I said, and you keep this place clean. They're all drunks, There were 9 guys drinking about 5 cases of beer, and
sounds like my guy.
And 4 UTVs. Well, yeah, it looks like a good time, but you leave the UTVs parked 50 feet away in that parking area and go up there and party hardy and haul your garbage out. There's no garbage services at that site. They didn't give a damn. And they told me to F off. Wow. And then one of them that was just kind of standing to the side listening to my conversation with these 3 that thought they were going to bully me and they'll do what they want kind of bullshit. This guy off on the side goes, hey, guys, look at his truck. And they all turned and looked at the truck, and oh my God. Yeah, it's a big white Forest Service truck with it's got the shield on the side of it. Yeah, there's no doubt. Forest Service, oh shit, you're chewing them out. It's his picnic ground. It's not, they thought I was just some Joe Blow saying, this ain't right. No, I'm with the Forest Service, and I'm telling you, don't do that. And one of the guys got ballsy and said, and what are you going to do about it? And I said, there's only one thing I can do. And that I said, I'll go radio our law enforcement. They'll come down and handle it. I said, but I'm trying to do you guys a favor and not have to deal with that guy. If you take care of this, do what you're supposed to do, that guy don't even have to know what happened. Those guys, man, they were on those UTVs. They got them down to the parking area, and they come up there, and they're going around picking up the beer cans and stuff they had thrown on the ground, cleaned the place all up, and they kept partying, and they were barbecue, cooking something on the grill or on the fire pit. I went back the next day thinking, oh, it's going to be a damn mess, because I wasn't anywhere around when they left. I went back, spotless. I had nothing to do there. It was so clean.
That's good.
The point got across. I still think that Forest Service truck is the toughest part of you being a host. That's your muscle, is show up with that truck.
100%, because I have never had that before, and I have never had people change their tune as fast as you've told me they've changed it when they see that truck.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of times when I go to actually interact with somebody that I need to flex a little host muscle, I wear my volunteer jacket because at least that has the crest.
Yeah, it's giving you an identifier that he's.
Oh, you just run him over with your truck and say, "I'm in charge."
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know why he ran out in front of me with that picnic table under his butt.
That's right.
Yep. Yeah, him and that picnic table just ran out in front of the truck. I don't know why they did that. But it's it's pretty interesting, seeing the behaviors of different people. And I've learned that I'm meeting a lot of very interesting people. I met this young man the other night. He stayed in one of my campsites. Um, and I was just walking by and he said hi. And I walked over and talked to him. Boy, have I given out a lot of channel stickers, man. I'm going to have to order some by the end of July. But I give him my channel sticker and ended up sitting at the picnic table with him at his site talking. And next thing you know, the next guy over, I had talked to him the night before. He comes wandering over. He goes, "Hey, you mind if I join you guys?" I said, "You ask him. It's his campsite." And he said, "No, it's not." So there were three of us sitting there just BSing. Find out this young kid, he's bicycling. He's taking a tour on a bicycle. And he had stayed in one of Travis's campgrounds the night before, and then he ended up at mine. And he was so impressed. And I said, "What about other campgrounds you stayed at?" He goes, "What other ones?" He says, "I'm from Milwaukee, in the city of. I've never been outdoors other than between the house and a vehicle. I never been camping, never been at a campfire before." He said, "This is my first experience with the outdoors." I said, "So how do you like it so far?" He says, "I hated last night. It got so damn cold." He said, and he said,
"Cold. Wait till Thursday night."
And he said, I thought YouTube had me totally prepped. He said, "I was totally prepped because of these bicycle tour groups on YouTube and Facebook." And he says, "They're full of it." He says, "I don't care if there's extra weight or not. I'm carrying more food next time." He says, "Real food instead of all this dehydrated, featherweight, kind of tasteless garbage." He says, "I stayed at that Moose Lake last night," he says, "and I could smell people grilling burgers and brats. And
I was starving."
He says, "And I'm eating ramen noodles." He says, "That part I did not like." And I said, "So what you eating tonight?" He goes over to his bike and he's got saddlebags on it. He opens one up, pulls out. He's got a T-bone steak he got down at the Clam Lake Junction 4 miles south of me. He says, he says, "This damn thing cost me $18, this little steak." I said, "Oh yeah, I would have told you don't buy steak there," But he says, "Oh no, I got to have a steak." He said, "I'm eating real meat." And I said, "That's cool. That's cool." But such interesting people. I met a fella that he lived within 30 miles of me out in Montana back in the 80s. And that was amazing talking with him because the different perspectives. Because at that time, I was in my late 20s and he was an early teenager, 13, 14 years old. And we were talking about that whole area that we lived in out there. And it was so neat that he was familiar with the things I was familiar with. And it just, conversation was crazy. But it's enjoyable. It's kind of like YouTube, but the person's right there. So you try not to piss each other off, because on YouTube you can piss somebody off and it doesn't matter a hell of a lot. In person, they could punch you in the mouth, They're right there. But no, it's been fun. Now, Travis, I was saying earlier, and we got distracted. He said he had that big coffee urn like every basement of a church has got, And he said, I was thinking of setting that up and having coffee hour in the morning and that. But he said, my concern is how many people show up for free coffee.
Do I make?
How many cups do I make? And I told him, I said, I'd start off by making half of one of those urns and seeing how much of that gets used up, and then determine should you make more or not. And, but I got to thinking about doing the same thing. It's just having like a coffee hour 3 days a week or something at my campsite. But then I thought, no, wait a minute. I got to pay for the coffee. I got to pay for creamer, sugar.
No, you get black coffee at my site. You want creamer, sugar, go find your own.
But then I realized people have been pretty generous out there. You know, they just like they want to do anything to help each other. You just put out a donation can,
Yep.
and you'll get enough chicken feed from people that you'll be able to buy the coffee and fixings, you know. And our supervisor Chris, I've been talking to him a lot about the camper interaction thing, and he said that is something not only the campers aren't used to, but we as the Forest Service really aren't used to our hosts being as interactive as you and Travis are. You want to actually know who's in your campsites. You want to introduce yourself and say hi. You don't disturb them, but if the opportunity arises, say hi. And oh yeah, Travis, did you send him a picture of yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, good. He
Yeah,
made the posters for Daryl and Lisa, and they looked really good.
Okay.
I haven't seen mine yet, but Brandon said, "Oh God, Sty, yours is going to be the best," because he got a picture of you and your beard was all big and fuzzy, and he says it was just a perfect time to take that snapshot. And I said, I hope he got it on there because he wanted a little comment from everybody to put underneath, you know, some kind of comment that you make. And I said, plain and simple, stop and say hi to Sty. That's it. Just put that on there. Your campground host, period. But they're putting those up. They're going out and putting them up. Any campground that you host or location you manage, they're putting those up so people know who's, when they see you, oh, that's the guy. It's his. Yep.
I would imagine if you're a host of a campground, at least saying hi to people when they first get there and being friendly, it would make your job a whole lot easier if you have to correct bad campground etiquette or bad behavior. You know, if your first interaction with them is positive and friendly and everything else, just like anything in life, right? If you have to correct something, it'll be easier, and you already built a little bit of a relationship
rapport with them. Yeah,
when you have to correct something.
I'm gonna have to say yes and no on
hey,
that.
me Dibble.
Oh, yes
me
and
Dibble.
no. Huh?
Yes and no, because there are some people that I've interacted with that I've had great positive first interactions with, and then at 11 o'clock at night when they're still playing beer pong and stereo and everything else, you know, I come into the site and I go, hey guys, how's it going? And you know, I start going, you know, quiet hours started an hour ago and there's sites on either side of you that are occupied. And by the way, I'm clear across the lake and I can still hear you. You might want to tone it down a bit. It doesn't go well.
No, well,
I've had it go both ways. I've had where that positive first interaction has been a real help, and I've had it where
it didn't help. Yeah.
You know, another one that comes to mind is a guy that had a 2-stroke weed whacker powered generator. The thing was fogging the whole campground up. And, you know, I had talked to him a couple of times, had some great interactions with him. And then, you know, throughout the day, and then it comes midnight, his generator's still running. Quiet hours started at 10, and it's, you know, a little 2-stroke Harbor Freight 800-watt generator that he's
it's just whining like a jet motorcycle cranked all the way up. Yeah.
Yeah, but the only positive is it was killing every mosquito for about 6 miles. But I went and knocked on his door at 12:30 and said, dude, you got to turn that off.
Yeah.
Boy, there's nobody here but you and I. Yeah, and I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah.
We'll say 10 o'clock. It doesn't say 10 o'clock except when the campground is empty.
Right.
It says 10 o'clock.
Period. Camp is quiet at 10.
Yep.
And I had that one night, I figured the whole campground where I'm at, not counting my remote site, there were 7 sites. And out of those 7 sites, I had 37 people. In 7 sites, 37 people. And at 9:30, it went to a hush. And I could hear people talking real quiet to each other back and forth. having conversations, but it went to a real hush, and I could look through the campground and I saw fires, fire pits going in all the campsites, and the people were so respectful over the guys next to them not having to hear what they had to say, and I really appreciated that. And it's not always going to be that way,
most nights that's what happens.
Yeah, but you'll get that one odd camper that, the heck with the rules, I'm here to have a good time, and that's how I have a good time.
The rules are for everybody else.
That's the and I did tell one person about the quiet at 10 o'clock issue, that 9 out of 10 campers have come here for that natural sound after 10 o'clock. They can hear the loons singing, they can hear the birds chirping, and they can hear the breeze in the trees, and that's it. And they're sitting out there by their campfire stargazing and loving the lack of other people making noise. That's what they came for. They didn't come to drink themselves stupid and have a boombox cranked to the
11
its highest end. Yeah, just cranking it up. That's not what they came there for,
Well, on that note, Sty, I got to get going.
Yeah, you still got things
I still
to do.
got 2 more school days.
Yeah, he's going to graduate from the 8th grade this year.
I know. I'm so excited.
About time.
He cheated, but he's
going
going
to. Years, but hey, I got through it.
Yeah.
You will too.
Tell him that part, Sty.
But I'll tell you, we both passed our certifications, run the chainsaw.
We did.
Yep. Until we have our first aid and CPR, though, we're not supposed to use a saw on behalf of the Forest Service.
No, I'm working on getting the school to run one. I could use school anyways.
I found out that if I do the WITC one, our local community college up here, our trade college, they run them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Friday evening, all day Saturday, and a Sunday. I can't do that, man. I ain't leaving the campground for a whole weekend. And for me as a senior, they're only going to charge me $15. I said, yeah, and I'm going to come back to a trashed campground. I said, no.
And someone's going to have to perform CPR on me.
That's it. I'm here for treatment, not to learn how. I'm here for treatment. Yeah.
All right. Well, good night, Phil. Good night, Sty.
Good night.
You have a good one there, Travis, and I'll be talking to you.
Yeah. We'll
week.
Talk to you this weekend.
And we will see each other one way or the other.
One way or the other.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
You betcha. Have a good night, Travis.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I had a lot of excitement. I'm trying to get my raw video together, see if I can't do a little short. It'd probably only be a 5-10 minute video at the most, of when I picked up that pole barn spike in my Forest Service truck tire.
Oh, wow.
That freaked me out, man. That damn 14-inch pole barn spike, and about 8 inches of it was sticking out of the tire.
That's crazy.
Yeah. How the hell it was laying that it could go right in the tread, It's just like somebody hammered it in there. And I was just driving along, and all of a sudden it sounded like the whole ass end of the truck was coming out from under it. That thing was sticking out of the tire long enough, or far enough, that as it rotated, it would lay flat when it would get to the ground. And the tire once it would come out the other end, it would stand straight out again. Well, then it was so long, it was hitting the top of the fender well.
Mm.
And so every time it hit the top of the fender well, it was kabang, 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 kabang. I was just like, holy shit, the whole ass end of my truck's falling apart. Pulled over, and there's that big spike sticking out of the tire. And that turned into a 2-day affair just to get a damn tire changed on that truck. It was
along with the stand, please.
and the sand fleas ate the living shit. I thought they ate the living shit out of me, but when I saw the Forest Service employee that helped me the day after the whole affair, and he was wearing a short sleeve shirt, I said, "Oh my God, you look like a leper." He says they ate me. They ate me alive. JCT, hi, sweetie.
What's up, JCT?
I thought you would like that little video with the wild lilies in the woods there. Yeah. The sorry, read the crosslight emergency kit on the wall in the office was installed back in 1977. That's one thing. Our field med kits, the one I've got, is designed to service a woods crew out in the woods using axes, saws, blah, 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 of 20 man woods crew. And I broke it out and laid it all out on the picnic table with my supervisor there. And he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Inspecting what you got in this kit." And he goes, "For what?" And I said, "Expiration dates." And I pulled, I think, 7 or 8 items and said, "Expired," or "going to expire in the next month." Boom, 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 boom. And I sat there and wrote the list out, handed it to him, said, "You want to bring me replacement gear for that?" He did. Very next day, all new
That's good.
bandages and other things that had expirations on them. And hey, look at here. Look at here. He's not in the chat no more.
What's up, Mike?
Shut up.
Quit pouting,
Shut
damn
up.
it. What the hell?
No pout. No
I've been
pout.
trying to order my fucking dinner for 3 hours.
What?
They're
With
quick-
all those food joints so close to you?
I did Grubhub. I waited 45 minutes. They canceled it.
Ah,
And I use these places all the time. Uber Eats. I ordered from them. Now you can watch the map. You know where the driver is.
Sure.
The one fucking bitch was 2 blocks away. Went all the way back to the restaurant. Poof, she disappeared. About 5 minutes later, oh, your new driver. He got to the restaurant. Poof, he disappeared. The next driver is in bumfuck Egypt heading my way. So I said, you know what? Cancel my shit. Fuck
They got your picture up in those restaurants.
I'll
yeah.
eat my motherfucking coleslaw. Fuck.
I love it. I love it. F you and your food. I'm eating coleslaw. Piss on you. Yeah.
I hope
They must know I'm on vacation. They figured I ain't got no money now. Oh, they're quick to hit the credit card as soon as you order that shit, though.
Well, I mean, were they looking for a tip already on the credit card? Is that how they?
They put a tip on there, but you can do a custom. You know, you can put your own amount in there.
Right.
Right.
But I tip them $10. They only got to go 4 freaking blocks.
Duh.
It just seems stupid.
I don't know what their deal is, but Uber Eats was 3 different drivers. I sat here and watched it change 3 times. I went from 8:20 to 9:40. Now I got freaking Amy and more fuck with me. I hate people.
I've never ordered food that way. Although I did discover a site last week or week before last called Drizzly.
I've never heard of that one.
Drizzly is like an Uber Eats or whatever for alcohol.
Really?
So if you're at home, now I don't know if it said not available in my area, and I would assume it's because I'm out in the boondocks, or not boondocks, but you know what I mean.
Right.
But yeah. So if you're at home and you've been drinking and you need some more drinking, you go to Drizzly, and they'll deliver it to you. Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep. Hey, I mean, you got to have an app for everything. I mean, if you need an escort service, there's probably one for that. They deliver a hooker to you.
Yeah. Well, when I did the Grubhub, it said you seem far from this location. It's literally 5 blocks away. The map shows you a line. It puts a line right there. It's 5 blocks. If I stood on 9 Mile, I could throw a rock and hit the freaking window probably. With a slingshot.
Okay. Well, they're not afraid. They wouldn't be afraid of your area, would they?
No, I use them all the time.
That's weird.
I probably use them minimum of 2 to 3 times a week.
Wow.
They're just
Why do
lazy motherfuckers that don't want to do their job.
lazy motherfuckers that don't want to do his job? A guy can't get in his truck and drive 5 blocks and pick up his own fucking food. Anyways,
I have to pick up my food. Then they shouldn't have the apps.
Yep.
If I can pick up my own food, then shut your fucking app down.
Don't offer it. Don't offer it if you ain't going to do it. Yeah.
Right.
you see, Michael pay that $10 tip and whatnot to do that. I'm too cheap for that. So,
Oh, I had a camper.
$10 is a good tip to drive 4 blocks.
oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
I got a pizza place that's 2.5 blocks away, and I give that guy $10 all the time.
Oh man.
He probably loves to see your order come across because I guarantee you, there ain't too many people that tip $10 to deliver.
Well, they don't really make any money delivery.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, most of them are like waitresses. They make $2-3 an hour or whatever from the pizza. Unless, of course, now some of your delivery drivers are actually pizza guys that they might actually pay a minimum wage and let them do. But most of them aren't. Most of them are like waitresses making $2 or $3 an hour.
You know what they're doing is what they do is they make them claim their damn tips, and they're only required under labor law to match up to minimum wage. So you need to make tips that take you beyond minimum wage. Otherwise, that's what you're going to make. The restaurant is only going to pay the difference to bring you up to minimum wage.
well, you know what's funny? I went to the bank today. So
Hey, Tuna.
I went from 11 Mile Road. All our roads are miles, 9 mile, 10 mile, So I went from 11 Mile Road to 9 Mile Road, which is the road I live off of. That's 2 miles. Both sides of the street on Hooverville, I counted 27 help wanted signs.
Oh, they're all over.
They're all over here too. Now hiring. Wow.
Nobody wants to work.
Nobody. Yeah.
Everybody's car's parked in their driveway making $600 a week or whatever on advanced unemployment.
I don't get that shit, man. I'm all for, okay. I was all, the stimulus, everybody got it, right? If they're going to do anything with unemployment, I hope they extend the benefits, extend the regular unemployment benefits. Right. The problem was, and we had it right here, and they showed the stats on it, how many people it affected this way, and it pissed me right off. Because of the extra federal add-on, these people were making, some of them were making $2 and $3 an hour more than they were while they were working.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
So that's insane. Their unemployment pays them more than they earned?
Right.
They should have never, if you're going to subsidize it, never take them beyond what they were earning. You don't make, that's paying somebody for nothing is all that is. And
that is the problem. If you did not know that, Sty, that is the problem for most of these people. They're making either a little under or a little over what they were making to actually be at work. And even if you make it a little under, there's a cost of going to work, gas, food, and all that stuff. And hell, if you sit at home and you can pay your bills and whatnot, you make it a little less than going to work. Yeah, there's a lot of people that ain't going to go to work, and that hurts you.
Yeah, because they don't have their overhead anymore. They got no cost involved. And
my daughter's boyfriend, he works for a company that makes military stuff, and he got laid off at the beginning of all this shit, and he made $10 less on unemployment than he made working for 50 hours a week. So he loved it. He's like shit, but now he's back to work.
Well, in most states, their unemployment standard is what you're going to receive is 60%. They don't consider 100% of your income. They're only going to give you 60% of what you were earning. And also, they haven't done it yet. But I suspect Biden probably will waive the tax requirement. You're required to pay income tax on unemployment.
Yeah, they waived that here.
And that should not be waived. I mean, that means those people are getting free grants. Now, I'm pissed because, okay, if they're getting, instead of 60% of their wages, they're getting 115% of their wages because of the federal add-on. You take that 55% increase and you tax them on that. You tax them on that increase. I mean, that's ridiculous. Or give me the same stimulus. They're getting an extra 300, and for a while they were getting 600 a week. That's BS, man. I got 600 for a year. You know, sons of bitches are getting it a couple times a month, and I got it once for a year. I worked for 45 fucking years to be told, "Oh, go fuck yourself, Sty." You know, yeah. No, we're gonna give the non-working people all this money.
Yeah, me and my wife, we were making, I think I want to say it was $900 a week. Now again, I was only off for a very short period of time, but she was off for 6 months.
Yeah,
and we were not hurting during all of that, right? Because also unemployment. When I was working, unemployment. I would go on the Michigan unemployment thing, and I would tell them how much money I made that week, and they'd make up the difference.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So if I went to work, and because there weren't many people getting out of the house, and I sold a car, and I made $250 on that car, they'd make up the difference.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Now my son did get a thing for unemployment where he owes them because he collected unemployment when he was working and didn't realize what was going on, and whatever. I got the same letter. I don't owe him nothing. So
yeah, thanks to it. That'd be cool. The yeah, the whole way all of this stimulus and subsidies and crap has worked is just so unjustified, so much of it. I don't know.
Well, my mother-in-law, because she didn't file taxes, because our tax preparer said because of what she makes, she didn't need to file taxes.
Right.
She's never received a stimulus check, either one. They didn't mail it to her, nothing.
Wow, you need to follow that up. You need to follow that up.
We're trying to.
Yeah, because we got two people in the building I live in here that had that happen, where they hadn't filed taxes in years, and they never got their stimulus checks, and they had somebody local here that was helping folks in that situation, and these people were on Social Security. And I don't remember how they did it, but somehow online, they notified Social Security Administration and the IRS that this person didn't receive their stimulus. And then it showed up on their Social Security payment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it showed up on their Social Security credit card, debit card. Gotcha. That's how I got mine. Was it just show up on my Social Security as an extra check?
My son and his wife were looking into it, and then they basically, determined that we got to go help her file her taxes for that. So,
yeah, it's goofy because if you didn't have income required to be reported, they're supposed to just send you that check. They were supposed to just send you a paper check, but their system, if you hadn't filed for enough years, I can't remember what it was, 2 years or 3 years, they don't have your current address,
right?
So they don't send you nothing. They don't give you nothing. You have to actually tell them, "Hey, I'm out here. You missed me."
Again, she gets a Social Security check, so they know where the hell she's at.
That's it. And she should have gotten it directly to her Social Security, as an added payment.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I didn't get my second one because of my bank bullshit.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, all screwed up.
But now the IRS says I owe them, so.
Yeah. Eh,
My
I
ticket-
owe you? Well, keep my stimulus. Fuck off.
no, I owe them. Well,
Yeah.
because I filed my taxes and all that banking shit happened,
Uh-huh.
so their payment wasn't was
Oh, that's right. That's right. You told me that their payment was
yeah.
it's locked up because of the
So according to
banking.
them,
Yeah.
9 grand, but whatever.
Yeah.
Stick it up your fucking ass.
Yeah. Yeah, don't call me. Call the bank and tell them hurry up, get my shit straight.
Call the motherfucker in Indonesia that got my money. Maybe he'll give it to you.
Yeah, right.
That still ain't straightened out either.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm on vacation, Sty.
Are you?
I quit working for a week.
Well, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
I'll sit here, get fat, and play. And I've been doing my gaming streams on my gaming channel.
I saw you were streaming today. I just didn't have a chance to click on it. I had to.
That was my last work stream today.
Was it?
Mm-hmm. I'm burned out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, sometimes you just gotta say the hell with it, you know.
I took my electronics load out yesterday to Ohio, got rid of that. So I'm just gonna sit here and buy hookers, drugs. I can't get food, so I'm gonna spend my money on something. Right?
The other day, I did both my campgrounds and the boat landing, and I had this guy ask me, "Oh, you went and did all your campground rounds, huh?" I said, "Yeah." "How long did it take you?" I said, about 5 hours. "You got to work that long to do this shit for free? You're voluntary?" I said, "It's a 2.5 hour job."
Right.
I said, "I screwed off so bad, took my sweet ass time. I sat on the tailgate of the truck at 4 different locations and drank a big cup of coffee and smoked my brains out, just took in the sun. And then I moseyed on to the next spot." I said, "This is not like a job because I can take as long as I frickin' want."
Mm-hmm.
And I had one person say, "I see you're cleaning that bathroom. We need to use it. When are you going to be done?" I said, "I ain't going to be done for a half an hour. Go ahead, use it." Go ahead. I don't give it. I'm cleaning.
That free workout, you a free campsite, so.
Yeah. And lots of perks. I mean, the truck they gave me is a sweet truck, man. That truck's awesome. And I get to travel around every day or two and get to, like I said, take my sweet time doing anything. And my boss guy, he told me, he says, "Why don't I see a fishing pole in the back of your Forest Service truck?" I said, "What do you mean?" He says, "Well, a couple of the spots you clean, I'd park that truck off on the side, go fishing." He says, "You got perfect fishing spots." I said, "Well, yeah, that's a good idea. Maybe I should carry a nice lunch and something to drink and a fishing rod. Halfway through my duties, stop and spend a couple hours fishing."
Duties.
My duties.
You're probably like me. I like to get the duties done and then be done. I don't want to work a little, then play a little, then work a little. I want to get it all done. So I got it all done for the day, and I can sit down and relax. Just like my stuff at home. I get it all done, be done. If it takes me till 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever, get it done. So because when I want to be done, I want to be done.
Don't have to do anything after that.
Nope.
See, there's days where I just diddly daddle around and I just take my sweet ass time. But on a typical day, I get in the truck in my campground. I do my campground rounds. I do my landing. I head out to the next campground, do that one, hit that boat landing on the way back. And I'm back in my campground in about 2.5 hours. Then I got the whole frickin' day to just relax, do whatever the hell I want.
You pretty much have to do the bathrooms every day.
Now I check them at my host campground where I stay every day.
Well, you're taking a shit in there, so yeah.
I usually check it. I usually check it in the morning, check it in the evening, and they usually get swept out at least every day. And I just make sure there's plenty of ass wipe, but major cleaning is about every other day.
Yeah.
Then I go in about every other day, every third day. And that's when I'll pressure wash and scrub everything. So, I couldn't believe it. We've got this place we call the Guard Shack. It's a big building. And the Guard Shack used to be a regular Forest Service office and warehouse kind of affair. And it's just full of stuff, all kinds of junk in there. And they told me, they said, oh, if you ever need paper towels, toilet paper, soap, the cleaning soap, any of that stuff, you just go to the Guard Shack, your Yale key that gets you into every Forest Service lock in the world will get you in there, and you can help yourself to the supplies you need. Well, I went in there and I got everything I needed, stocked up on it all, and I was tearing that place apart. No air fresheners. Now you're dealing with outhouses here, right? You need air fresheners, especially now that we're going to get into the hot season. Well, I told my supervisor, I said, where the hell do I get air fresheners, man? He had given me some, but I used them all up. I said, I need replacements. And he goes, he says, they're at the Guard Shack. I said, no, they're not. I searched every nook and cranny of that whole freaking building. There's not a single air freshener in that place. He said, did you see that big cabinet that's sitting in that one corner and it's locked up? And I go, yeah. He says, that's full. I said, yeah, and it's locked up and my Yale key don't work in it. He goes, no, it won't. He said, we don't want anybody to have access, just us, the top brass only. And I said, and that's where the air fresheners are. He says, yeah, we figured it out. People were taking them home. He said they grab 8 or 10 packs of those and take them home.
Jeez.
And he said, so we locked them up and we only divvy them out a little at a time. And we've worked out a deal. I think we got it worked out. We just put a checkout sheet in there. Give us access to the damn things. We take them out. We got to write on the sheet how many we took. And then if it's falling short, start questioning the guys, find out who's taking them, But don't deny the rest of us what we need for our campgrounds,
Right.
And, oh, yeah, okay, we can do that. Yeah, okay, good, because I don't want stinky shitters. If you want to make a camper happy, all you have to do is make sure that their campsite is not all full of litter and garbage, and their fire pit is clean, ready for them to use, and the crapper smells nice. That camper is thrilled with that campsite. That's all it takes. And you don't have to deal with complaints. Don't double wide port.
Oh, you're still gonna have complaints. You're still gonna have Karens that no matter what you do,
Oh, so, hey, metal music. Our campgrounds, our crappers, they've got the nice handicap style seat, the big seat, and there's big pedestals. Yeah, a pretty big butt can get on one of them. And the rooms are huge. You walk in and you got a 10 by 10 room with a crapper in the corner. I'm amazed that the room's got to be so damn big. Yeah.
Did you see my Facebook post today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That is awesome.
Yeah, one of my customers. She
And
knows
the other
they bought several cars from me, and yeah,
that with the
maybe
pepper on it, that is so
I
cool.
was, and then come to find out that pepper is trademarked.
Really?
As long as she's not selling that and making any money, she's all right.
Yeah.
But that's actually Willie Pete's chocolates.
Oh, it is.
That's it. That was made for them, and they've actually trademarked that. Yeah. So, yeah, they've got it laying down in their thing and back in the other direction.
Sure.
Of course, she's got it standing up here, but I guess it's actually kind of laying down here. If you figure this is laying the right way, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, real nice, and they got
that's neat. I saw that and I thought, hey, you lucky bugger.
Yeah, right. Every now and then,
Yep, you get one of those surprises like that. Yeah.
I've had customers give me, tips here and there. Hey, when my grandson passed last year, one of my customers had come in and had heard about it, and I was explaining to him. And later that day, when I wasn't at my desk, there was an envelope on my desk. And one of my customers left us $500 for my daughter.
Yeah.
Customer, $500.
Yeah, a customer. You don't know them from Adam, other than you sold them a car.
Cars. Yep.
Yeah, and
they're well-to-do. I mean, they're in a well-to-do area, but still, I'm just a car salesperson.
And it's little things like that really, it gives you a little hope in humanity.
Oh, absolutely.
That's like out at camp. I had this bicycling pair, had my remote tent campsite. I run into the guy at the local store 4.5 miles from the campground, and he's on his bicycle. And we chatted out front of the store. And he says, being you're the host, I hope I wouldn't be getting you in trouble. But he said, if I buy a 6-pack of this local brewery's beer, it's in bottles, could you take it back to the campground? I'll come to your site and pick it up. I said, yeah, I'll do that for you. He says, because I know I'd end up, the cardboard box would tear or something, and I'd end up busting bottles on the pedal and back, He says, just trying to carry it on the bicycle, I just can't figure out a good way to do it. I said, don't worry about it. Buy your 6-pack, put it in the back seat of my truck when you're leaving, and when I'm done here, I'll just head back to the campground, and I'll have it on the picnic table waiting for you. So I did. I got back to camp, set it on the picnic table, sat in my chair looking out over the lake, and all of a sudden I hear this clink clink, and I turn and I look, and there he is at the picnic table. He's got his bike, and he set 2 bottles of that 6-pack on the picnic table, and he goes, I left you a couple bottles for doing that for us, man. You are great. I can't believe you did that for me. I said, that no way in hell. You're tipping me 30%, man. You're crazy. I said, in the worst case, leave me 1. He goes, oh, no, you're going to get 2. He says, the 2 of us are going to have 2 and you're going to have 2. He says, enjoy your beers. They were actually a pretty good craft beer. They don't filter the yeast in that particular beer. So I
had a girlfriend like that.
She didn't filter the yeast. Yeah. But I was surprised because it did say on the bottle that with that particular brewing, that the yeast, not filtering the yeast out of it, so you got a nice clear, watery looking beer, that it adds a sweeter, richer background. Mm-hmm. Oh man, those beers were smooth. They were good. I really enjoyed them. Yeah. They were good ones too. They're 7.8%. So was that a condom?
She put candy in that thing too, right?
Oh, she filled it with candy, eh?
And she says this one tastes like pine. It does. It tastes like pine.
Like you're chewing on pine needles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not gross. It's not what I expect. I mean, it was what I expected because she told me about it. Can't imagine if I sucked it in my mouth and didn't know what it was supposed to taste like.
Well, I'll tell you what. For years, when I had to work in town in the city, and I wasn't able to get outdoors as much as I wanted, we'd go out 2-3 nights a week. I always drank gin gimlets because they taste like pine trees. Yeah.
Huh?
They
Well,
taste
you talk about like pine tea, right? Where you used to make tea out of pine or something like that.
Yep. Pine needle tea. Yeah.
There you
go. The pine fresh breath. There you go.
Yeah. And it's
man. I don't, if you're not familiar with them, but hemlock, it's a pine tree. A hemlock is a pine tree.
Okay.
But they, this time of year, developed this huge volume of pine pollen. It's just fine yellow dust.
Huh.
And it's in the crowns of the trees. And if the wind ain't blowing, ain't no big deal. Wind starts blowing, everything's covered in that yellow dust. Your vehicle's covered with it. The windshield, you turn the wipers on and it's smearing that yellow dust all over. And the John and Jan, going to do a video on making sumac tea. Yes, sumac.
It's not poison sumac.
No, sumac iced tea. Well, you make sun tea. That's the way I like to do it. You just pick the nice berry heads off the sumac and stick them in one of those sun tea containers, fill it with water, and just let it sit out there and steep in the sun. Then stick that sucker in the fridge, get it nice and cold. And then I like to add a little sweetener to it, sugar or honey. And oh shit, is that good? It's good. It's even better if you put a few slices of lemon in with it. It makes an awesome, cool summer drink. You add a little vodka to it. It's oh yeah, sumac. Yeah. So
you got to make stuff for people that don't know what it's like, so they get the chance to experience something.
Yeah. I'm hoping that this summer I'll have the opportunity to kind of share some things with folks out there at the camp, interest kind of things. Hey, you guys want to get together on a Saturday afternoon and while you're here and I'll do this, come on over and I'll teach you something. Yeah.
Do a little bushcrafting stuff.
A little bit of bushcrafting. I got 2 bushcrafting, well, they're not bushcraft, survival tools from Running Water today to do reviews on this summer. He found them. His brother and I tore the house apart, couldn't find them. He walked in the door, moves this one cork board that he had, moves that, and he goes, there they are right on the shelf there.
That's always what it is. It's the last person who moved it.
Yeah. I said, yeah, SOB. Why didn't you tell me that on the phone?
I've been opening my beers with a end of my knife here, and they're twist offs.
Hey, I bought this camp chair. It's just one of those folding camp chairs, and it looked big. I wanted something bigger and a little more comfy, so I grabbed that chair, and it was only $20. I get out to camp and I set that chair up, and I'm going, boy, this thing's nice. And I sat in it, and I'm going, oh yeah, I can sit in this sucker for hours. Nice big arms on it, haul back on it. You can rest your head. I'm going, this is a camp chair. This is my chair. Anybody else gets to use the other ones. This is mine. And then I'm looking at the armrest, the left armrest, and it's got this strap and 2 zippers. And what the hell? I grabbed that strap and pulled it back. It unzips the 2 zippers. It unzips.
Strippers?
It comes with 2 strippers.
Wow.
And then there's a strip of Velcro on the end by the handle at the end of the armrest, and you peel back that Velcro. It's a big waterproof cooler affair that you can put a couple, 2-3 bottles of beer and some ice in it.
Wow, that's good.
And it's right in the arm of the lawn chair, right? Well, I'm looking, I'm going, but what's this strap? And I pull that strap out. There's a bottle opener attached to a strap that sits inside of it. I thought, now, it didn't show me that shit on the outside of the package when I bought it. I thought, that is sweet. That is sweet. Teach Jan how to tie some different knots for setting up her hammock. Oh, yeah. I cheat, man. I bought a cheap, an inexpensive, I should say, set of hammock straps. They're so they're so easy. But for me, if the trees are more than 16 feet apart, then I got to add a section of rope. And yeah, we can show her a couple of quick knots that she can use. There's always a way. Always a way. I'm not much of a knot person. There's only like 3-4 knots that I ever use. No need to know.
Yeah, Gary Sellers wanted to know what I was drinking. That is Dirty Blonde, and that is Atwater Brewing in Detroit, Michigan.
Dirty Blonde.
Yeah, I had never had one. It's a pale ale.
Oh, you have it, have you? You never had a Dirty Blonde.
Well, it depends on what you're talking about.
Hey, you have a good night there, Freeman James. Take care,
Freeman.
buddy. Let sis know that I'm having a blast in my retirement out there at camp. Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool. You can enjoy yourself out there.
Somebody appreciates me.
What was that?
At least somebody appreciates me.
Oh, a certificate of appreciation. There you go. There you go.
I give to the Wounded Warriors Fund twice a year.
I got you.
Them motherfuckers don't send me none of this shit.
Uh-huh.
They send me
okay, John. Yeah. I got some really slick ways to set up the tarp over the hammock. Yeah. I'll show her some really. She'll like it. It's so simple. Once she learns the method, she'll just love it. She'll just love it. Hey, Matt. Good to see ya.
What's up, Matt J?
Hey, anybody in here? Share it out. Yeah, because I won't be streaming next week. There's 1 week I won't be streaming. Yeah, Mike's all thrilled. I get Wednesday off. Yeah, I don't have to watch that old part.
I don't have to watch it now. See?
I know you don't. I know you don't. You just.
I actually quit my gaming stream because you were coming up.
Oh well, boy. Now you're making me feel guilty. Damn it!
It's just you know where my PayPal thing is.
Oh, scared the hell out of me today. I transferred a bunch of money over to Running Water because I wanted that money either on my PayPal card or on, and here's the problem. I couldn't get it in my PayPal balance because the card that the money was on, that I wanted to get my hands on, is the primary card under my PayPal account. PayPal won't let you transfer yourself money that way.
Right.
Not with a primary card that's attached to your PayPal account. So I tried to figure out how the hell am I going to get that money off that card over onto my PayPal? And then I figured it out. Running Water. So we've done that 4 or 5 times in the last 6 months or so. And so I told them this morning, I got a hold of them. Not early, as far as I was concerned, about 9 o'clock. I messaged them, said, hey, want to do a PayPal transfer? I said, I'm going to wire XYZ to you on PayPal, and you just kick it right back to my PayPal account. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. No response. Then all of a sudden, about 10:30, he responds, says, "Oh yeah, it sounds good. Do it." Transfer the money. Message him, said, "It's there. Put it over there. Send it back to me." No response. No response. No response. I was supposed to pick him up at noon to go to lunch. And it's like, if I got to go pick him up and that money ain't in my account already, I'm going to be pissed. If I got to sit there at lunch and make him transfer my money, that little shit, and I watched my PayPal balance, it ain't changing. He's got the money. I looked at my account. Yep, they took it off my card. The money's gone, and it isn't showing back up. That kid had me nervous, man. 20 minutes to noon, he sends me a message. "I just moved your money." I go and pick him up, and I said, "Why'd it take you so damn long, to move my money back to me?" He said, "Oh, well, when you at 10:30, when I saw it, it was 11:30 that you were wondering where your money was." He said, because after the very first message, when I said go ahead, he said, "I went, took a shower, and I shaved, and I did this and that, and got dressed for the day." And I said, "You didn't have your ass out of bed already?" Freaking almost 10 o'clock in the morning. What the hell? That's one thing out at camp. It's good for me. I feel a lot healthier. And, I just feel good. And, man, I hit the rack at 11. I'm up at 7. It's been consistent, 7.5, 8 hours of sleep a night. And I get up at 7, and I'm fresh all the way through the day till 11 o'clock at night. And then, it's time to go to bed, Works out just like gives me a couple hours at the campfire. And,
And you're probably polluting your body a little less,
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Fresh air does a lot for the body.
It sure does.
Yep.
Well,
I mean, when you're at home and you got the convenience of the refrigerator and the freezer and fresh groceries and everything, you probably, most of us probably don't eat like we should. So if you're out there camping, man, there's not a whole lot, you can bring stuff along, but it don't last very long if you got junk and stuff. And,
that's it. I have so much less junk food,
Right.
These things, these beef sticks that I'm getting, they're Jim's pepper sticks. This is a teriyaki one. Oh, it's awesome. These beef sticks are just to die for. And it's made 30 miles from where I live here in Ashland. Okay. I didn't know it was a local company. And all of our gas stations everywhere, they're stocking the hell out of these. I feel kind of stupid because in the last 2 weeks, I've bought $24 worth of these. The other night, my dinner was 3 of these beef sticks and 5 smoked string cheese. That was my dinner. But I don't have things like chips and cookies and sweet stuff, And
which ones? See those are my favorite right there.
Oh,
from that same company. I could sit and eat the whole bag. They're bad.
Well, I didn't get no
bad.
Yeah, coleslaw and barbecue chips is my
dinner. Or at least in 2 sittings. I can't have that stuff in the house.
If I wasn't so damn lazy, I'd go downstairs and get some Schwann's ice cream, but I'm lazy.
Hey, Killer Creations, good to see you. The Mayberry, you're funny.
Hey, you know what Schwann says now, Sty? Remember the old root beer Popsicles had the root beer coating, and then
The ice cream in the center.
24 of them bitches.
I had 24 of them.
I gotta eat
I
them all
can't.
before first because I'm going on a diet on the first. So
Yeah, I can't keep ice cream at camp. There's no way.
Right.
I've got my 12-volt. It's not a refrigerator. It's a cooler that works kind of like a fridge. That keeps drinks cold and everything, but it'll keep things fresh, but not something frozen. But at that local store that's only 4 miles away, that's bad. That's only 5 minutes down the road. That I'll go down there and they got those little cartons of. There's like 4 different brands of ice creams, all these different flavors. I'll grab one of those and I just make it in camp in time to eat it as ice cream, but it's a single small container.
Well, I can remember a few years ago, me and my wife had this craving for, Dairy Queen blizzards. And Dairy Queen's about 7 to 10 minutes from the house, no big deal. And she's like, "Oh, I really want a blizzard." I'd be like, "All right, I go get you one," And I go sit there and wait in line. And of course, then when you're bringing them home, they put this big clear top on them with a spoon sticking out.
Right.
Man, by the time you get those things home, it's like, ugh, you're trying.
Yeah.
But it's it's the middle of summer. It's 7 10 minutes away from the house. You're hurrying up, and you can see them melting, and it's like.
That's the thing with Dairy Queen. Their dilly bars. I love the butterscotch and the cherry ones. And I'll go down to our Dairy Queen. It's 5 minutes from here at the most. I'll go down there and I'll tell them I want a half a dozen of each. I get home, man, I got to get them puppies in the freezer. Because if you took one and pinched it, it would just break and the ice cream come running out. Because that quick, they're already melting. I mean,
they keep them refrigerated, not frozen.
That's
not down to deep freeze. You almost have to keep stuff like that on a deep freeze.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the seafood diet. Yeah, I saw it, so I ate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think about the last time I had ice cream. I used to have ice cream all the time after challenges. Now we just do the yogurt. So it's been a while since I had some ice cream. Not that I look any better not eating the ice cream, but
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I might be getting a couple extra calories here. I don't know.
Culver's cheese curds. Them some bitches are good.
Yeah. Oh, I love
Culver's cheese curds.
I love deep fried cheese curds. Our A&W drive-in has excellent cheese curds too.
I can imagine that's all fat cheese, fried cheese curd.
Oh yeah, that's just pure fat. Yeah.
Don't poop for a week.
I don't have that problem.
I don't either. Never have. Oh,
I can eat as much cheese as I want, and it doesn't change nothing. Yeah.
When I get anesthesia for like something, then I'll go a couple days. But other than that, I'm a pretty regular guy.
The only thing that I can actually think of that ever plugged me up was codeine. If I'm taking pills with codeine, block me right up, man. Okay. Yeah. Codeine just blocks me right up. In fact, I was on Tylenol with codeine as much as they dared give me when my back was out. It was a bad spell, and I was taking so damn much of it that it blocked me right up, and I ended up with what they call an impaction, and it was a lower colon impaction. I went for 7 days, and I was eating like I regularly did. It was weird because we thought back over those 7 days. During those 7 days, I had eaten 3 whole pizzas during that 7 days, plus other meals, and I hadn't gone. I thought I was frickin' explode. I was going to blow up. I couldn't swallow. I couldn't even drink water. There was no room left in my system for any solids. I was impacted so far. The whole colon was impacted and partially up into the small intestine. Plus, the small intestine was full of food and my stomach was full. I thought it was going to blow up. It hurt so damn bad. Nothing ever hurt that bad. And called the emergency room, and they're saying, "Oh, well, you need to take a laxative." I said, "I can't fucking swallow it, man." I said, "It hurts like hell to swallow anything." And they said, "Well, then an suppository or an enema or something." Well, I called my pharmacist, and I had to put the wife on the phone with him because I couldn't even talk. I was in so much pain. And he says, "Get down here to the pharmacy. I got something for you. Take it back, and it's going to hurt for him to drink it, but he needs to drink it." Well, he sent me this cherry flavored, I can't remember what the hell they call that shit, in the little bottle. And he said, "Make sure he drinks the whole bottle." I drank that whole bottle. I am not kidding you. I was scared to frickin' death that toilet would never be unclogged. There had to have been at least a 4-footer in that toilet. All that food from a whole week coming out of me all at once, man. And it didn't come out as runs. It was all solids. And it was like I yelled at the wife. I said, "Jesus Christ, I got a curled up anaconda in the crapper." I said, I gotta stand up to finish. There ain't enough room.
Bring me the machete.
I gotta flush while I go, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Codeine, and ever since then I've been scared of it. Oh, yeah. You got that much pain? Here, take this with codeine. I might live with the pain. Yeah.
I got some gummies that would probably help with your pain.
Yeah. Gummies. Yeah.
Sitting here talking about you two taking a shit. What the fuck?
Who's it was it?
You're sitting here
talking about shit. Yeah, well, they say that we used to talk about that on my channel all the time. Shit.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, we're talking about our bowel movements. You can tell when guys are getting old.
Yeah. That is true though. I'll see panels and they'll get on this whole bowel movement conversation, and I'm looking at the ages of the folks, and I'm like, Jesus, it's starting to sound like a nursing home.
Right?
I mean, that's the biggest thing that's the highlight of the day is everybody getting together in a day room and telling their bowel movement of the day story, Every old fart's got to brag about their bowel movement for the day.
Well, because
you want a variety of shit.
Yeah.
Well, especially when you're old, though, and you ain't got a good bowel movement, you don't even walk right. You wake up in the morning and you got a cane, and by the time you had that good bowel movement, you're dancing across the floor. Ooh.
Yeah, but you see these poor old folks that got that old fart shuffle, where their feet only move about 6 inches each time, and it's just, and you'll see them all of a sudden they'll go and they get up and off they go doing that shuffle, and they're heading for the can, and sometimes it takes them so damn long to get there. I tell myself, no, I would have shit my pants. There's no way. And we got one old guy in town here that does that shuffle, and so many people freak out. They'll run a stop sign if they see him heading into the crosswalk, because it'll take 5 minutes for him to get across the street. You sit there and sit there while he's shuffling across. Yeah. Sit back, drink your coffee, have a smoke.
Mike, ain't nobody got no time for that.
Nobody
Just
got no
go through the crosswalk. Ain't nobody got no
nobody
time
got time for that. No way. Just run them over. Just run them over. That's right. Hey, I got to do this, guys. I got to get myself a cup of coffee. I'm going to run my members thing. It only takes a minute. It's shorter now. I lost a few members, so it's a little shorter, and it'll take me longer to get that cup of coffee than that video thing runs. But don't anybody go anywhere. Stick around.
Don't worry, me and Mike will talk about you when you're gone.
You do that.
Okay.
And I'll be back in about myself personally in about a minute and a half. This takes about a minute. So see you in a minute, guys.
$6.52. I ordered my food. Right.
$6.52. Is it here yet?
I just got an email from Uber Eats because I told them they're a bunch of jerk offs.
So is someone there bringing you food now, or has everything?
I understand your concern that your food is late. I believe it could be frustrating. However, your order is currently ongoing and is a live order. Hence, I suggest you come back to us once the order is marked. It's 10 o'clock at night here. 4 hours to go 2 blocks or 3 blocks.
Obviously, it's just a computer that replies with that. Wouldn't be a real human being. So, really, do you still have food on order?
It says it's still a live order. It don't even show anymore. I canceled it out. It went away. So I don't even know how to look it up to see if it's.
That's nuts.
I'll still eat the shit if they bring it, but god damn it, I don't want to eat at midnight.
It's 4 hours old.
I ordered some jalapeno popper things. But no popper tonight.
I had bacon wrapped jalapenos the other night, sitting here putting hot sauce on them.
Chips and coleslaw.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do you very well.
I'm going to bed here in a minute anyway.
Yeah, probably be an early night for me too. My wife comes home tomorrow, so I probably won't even be on any panels or anything tomorrow. I probably won't even be in anybody's chat tomorrow. So, yeah, mother-in-law just not doing any better, not doing any worse, really. I don't think, but they just don't want to leave her alone for any extended period of time, especially at night. So
that's a smart decision anyway.
Yeah. And what's funny is her brother-in-law, 93 years old. He's pretty much the same way right now. So, yeah, they're both declining right now. They're the only two left. I mean, So his wife done passed, and my father-in-law passed a few years back. So,
yeah, Matt, when I called the order in, the first driver was 2 blocks away. The restaurant is only 5 blocks away. turned around, went back to the restaurant because it shows you on the map where they are. She got to the restaurant, it cleared out. Then it said a new driver. He got to the restaurant, that cleared out. And I had another new driver, and he was at the restaurant, disappeared. 4 hours to get some goddamn jalapeno poppers and a cheeseburger. Cheeseburger. That's all right. I got a whole goddamn freezer full of Schwann's ice cream. I'm set. I got all kinds of varieties.
What restaurant were you ordering from?
The Coney Island right here at 9 and Van Dyke.
Oh, okay. So not a mainstream company.
I eat there all the time. Never had a problem.
Hmm.
Oh, and then I did Grubhub before that, and they just said, fuck you. They ordered all my shit, took all my information, and they refunded my credit card. Like, your order's been canceled.
Yeah, I saw that one, Metal Music. Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that. Over at the Sty Shack on Facebook. Yeah.
But no, I did my 4-hour live stream for work. Then I had a bunch of running around to do this afternoon. Then I did a 2-hour gaming stream. Now here I am, hungry, going to bed, mad.
Yeah, I was busy. I didn't see any of your stuff again today, man, because I was busy again today, which is good for me. I stayed busy all dang day today. So,
well, it was my last stream for a week, so for work. So
I had a rain day the other day, literally just rain. So I fired up my generator and I was in my camper all day. Well, Running Water gave me this neat outfit for my PlayStation. It's called a games case. And the PlayStation straps in it, all the cabling's in it. You pop it open, it's got a high definition screen, stereo speakers. I plugged that puppy in and I played about 7 hours of Minecraft.
oh geez.
Sitting out at camp playing PlayStation 4. And then I realized, well, geez, I should have brought some Blu-rays with me. I could be watching movies. So I'm going to grab a small assortment of movies for those rain days that happen where all day long it's just rain. And
yeah, I was watching last night and I looked over in your area there and they're covered in rain. And I was like, oh, that old bugger is getting soggy.
Yeah. Oh, we got a lot of rain. Hell of a lot of rain. But we needed it, man. Our fire levels were peaked out as high as they get, and they were almost ready to issue a no burn order for the campgrounds, where you can't have a fire in the fire pits, And all of us hosts were going, no. There ain't nothing worse than telling a camper, guess what? You can't have a fire. You're not allowed to roast no wieners or marshmallows, You're just shit out of luck.
Cook any food or nothing, yeah.
And they're like, kiss my ass,
Right.
We didn't bring a barbecue, Sorry, guys, and people always say, well, why is the campground even open if you're not going to let us use fire pits, we don't control Mother Nature.
We don't go home. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, go home. Shut the fuck up. And you can ask the Forest Service for a refund. See what happens. You might get it. You might not. They gave me some free passes for campers if there's a real issue, a crisis kind of thing where a camper just, because of the campground, for some reason, they did not enjoy their stay at all. I can give them a free camping pass so they go camping again later in the year. It won't cost them,
So you didn't enjoy yourself. So here's a free pass to come back and not enjoy yourself again.
Well, that's it. Is they really appreciate the fact that pass is good in all of our campgrounds.
Oh, okay.
So in the Chequamegon Forest, and I don't remember, we got like 21 campgrounds to pick from. So the that generator I bought, man, am I impressed with that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm getting 18 to 20 hours of electricity off that thing to every tank of fuel, and it only holds 2.5 gallons. 2.5 gallons of gas, and it lasts for 20 hours.
Wow, that's great.
I can't believe it. Can't believe it. Hey, Cheesehead.
He's still on.
Do I get a free pass for being right?
He's
You
still
get
on.
free
That.
kick in the ass,
Yeah,
Cheesehead.
that's right. Guess what? Free pass for you? You're not right anymore. Wrong. I have to justify every free pass I give out. I got to sign those, and I have to account for them like they're cash, and I have to justify why I gave it to somebody.
Yeah, they subscribed to my channel, so I gave them a free pass.
Yeah, wouldn't that be good? Hey, can I get about 150 of those free passes? You know.
There you go.
Now I do know.
You get 2 passes.
I do know what my subscriber count was before I went to camp, and I had 5 people. 3 of them, they were able on their phone subscribed, and the other 2 I saw they subscribed and they went to my Facebook page and messaged me. I got 5 subs already off of the campground. But I give a sticker to every campsite, man. New camper comes in, I introduce myself, and they ask a few questions here and there, and I hand them a sticker. And go, there, now you'll remember who your host is.
Oh, so you're not handing them a mankini sticker. Okay.
I'm not going to pass your stickers on. When I get all the stickers on the trailer, that's going to attract some people in there to look at all those YouTube stickers, and then they'll see the mankini. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right here, you fucking idiot.
Messing with Earl.
He says, just say Cheesehead was right. No, you got all the praise last week. You ain't getting none this week.
Yeah, you were right once, Cheesehead.
Ah.
Too busy patting yourself on the back still.
Yeah. Well, you know, for him, it's hard to come by, so he wants to get as much out of it as he can.
Well, he's probably never right with his wife, so you know, he finally got right with somebody, and now you know he's gonna milk it for all it's worth.
That's it. Well, you know, typical wife. You know, he ain't gonna be right. No.
Be careful, Cheesehead. Your wife might see that you're on YouTube. Don't want her to see that.
And then you won't be right. Right?
My day's been boring. I usually report 3 sex texts that have as a link on the clip, and there hasn't been any.
It's a quiet day. Oh man, I had a bag of barbecue chips. That was 2 weeks ago out there, and I've got bag clips like you were just putting a clip on that, and I'm looking for my chip clips. You know, I tore my trailer apart. I could not find them. I was so pissed off. I know I got them. So last week when I was in town, I stopped at Dollar Tree and bought a bunch of chip clips. You know,
sure.
I get back to camp and I'm trying to decide where do I want to put these so I don't have to look anymore. And I thought I'm going to put them in that big food assorted utensil kind of duffel bag I got out in my camp kitchen. I go out there, unzip that son of a bitch. Right there on top is 6 chip clips. I never looked in there. They're right there.
Well, at least you're consistent on thinking of where should I
Yeah.
put them, and you're going to put them in the same place.
Yeah, and so now there's 10 chip clips that I probably won't be able to find in another week, you know.
Sounds like a good video. You just clip them all over your naked body and just make a video of that.
No. You know, that is one way to. Opens Thursday, 10:20 a.m.
Think I'll get my food? Probably not.
Yeah.
What?
Motherfucking jokes.
I must have done something right. I had a new 36-inch Blackstone griddle show up on my doorstep this afternoon. Why? Yeah, somebody's yucking up to you, cheesehead.
Well, did someone send it to him, or did they drop it off at his house by accident?
They just dropped it off at his place. Show up on my doorstep this afternoon. Yeah, was it sent to you by UPS or something, or did somebody just drop it off on your doorstep thinking, yeah, he'll love this, you know? I've got, and I'm not going to be able to do that till probably July or August, but I got this beautiful cast iron cookware set from Cheesehead, and it's in a wooden crate. It's an awesome set, but I've got to clean them all, and I've got to season them all, and I'm going to campfire season all of them. There's a beautiful big 8-quart Dutch oven in that kit. Yeah. The problem I have is I've got all this cast iron, and I got these huge pans, and I fry one little steak in that big, huge pan. You know, all a person really needs is a cast iron Dutch oven, a cast iron frying pan, medium size, and a medium size griddle of some kind. That's it. That's all the cast iron you need. I've got enough cast iron to run a base camp. I could run a big base camp with all the cast iron I got. Yeah. JDS, it's good to see ya.
The crazy Canuck. I mean, the flying
Canuck. The flying Canuck. The wife ordered it. Oh boy. Yeah, you must have done something right. You must have done something right.
And she wanted to fry your ass.
She's planning on
something 36 inches wide, big enough to sit you on it.
Oh.
Doing good there, JDS. Ain't seen you in a while.
Yeah, JDS. Yeah, that's one of this next 2 weeks is going to be a little tough because, you know, I can see comments. I get emailed the comments that are done on YouTube, but I can't respond to them on my damn phone. And but I get to see all the comments. That's cool. But I can't keep track of you guys, man. I tried streaming a couple of times, you know, when you're streaming to see if I could watch, and it'll go for 5 minutes and then it's all effed up. And yeah, pot kettle black. Pot calling the kettle black.
Wisconsin.
We just got into Wisconsin.
Oh, you're right, cheesehead. You know, I'm a fat ass.
Talk at y'all later. Where are you staying, John? Where you got John and Jan? Where are you staying?
That's why I know all the best fat jokes there, cheesehead.
Yeah, they'll probably get to my camp before I get there. Because I've got 7 videos I have to edit yet, and I've got 10. I believe it's 10 videos I've got to upload. My chip clips.
Fund.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. In fact, that's what I paid for the 10 chip clips. at the Dollar Tree. I got 2 on each card. Yeah. Thank you for the chip clips. That's awesome. I don't know how late I'll be able to stay up tonight to do videos and then shake it out by 6 o'clock in the morning and hopefully be done with them all by 8 and be able to hit the road by 9:30 tomorrow morning. But I'm not counting on it. Shit, I'll be lucky if I get out of here at 11 tomorrow. And I scrubbed the shit out of all my bathrooms in my campgrounds yesterday.
I would hope so.
And yeah, smart ass.
Part of the job.
Yeah, that's part of the job.
Okay.
But and I didn't have but a few campers for tonight, so they shouldn't be too bad when I get there tomorrow afternoon. If John and Jan, hey, John and Jan, if you're still listening, I actually hope you are.
We are. Gotta be 2 minutes ago.
I site number 3. If you're not there when I get there, if you pull in and there's a little yellow pup tent set up on site 3, that's me. Take it. That's me. Just take it.
I'm telling you.
And you can take that pup tent down, just set it on the picnic table till I get there. I'll roll it up. I already told my supervisor that I've got friends that want that site, and if I do that, it'll do it the day they're arriving. If it's empty, I'll put a tent on it so that when the rules say you're supposed to pay within a half hour of taking the site. But I told them, I said, if you see a yellow tent on it, let it ride because they'll be back and they'll be paying. Don't worry about it, you know. So he said, yeah, that's okay. Otherwise, I'll make you pay. I said, yeah, okay. You know,
There you go. Someone's gonna pay.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna pay.
Somebody's going to pay for taking that site. Don't worry about it. And he said, somebody's got to stay on that site for the night. I said, well, my host site is considered a home site. I can be there or not be there. It don't matter. So I'll go sleep in that little pup tent if they don't show up, you know. It'll be occupied. Don't worry about it. We're not going to break the rules. We're going to just stretch them a little.
We'll go around.
Yeah. They're still going to get paid. And you'll have a couple of happy campers.
Yeah, they just don't want no one complaining. That's right. That's the worst part about any of that stuff. The money's nice, you know, that you get the money for the campgrounds and whatever. The bottom line, nobody wants to deal with complaints.
Right. On the host side, that's all of it to us, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and people don't realize it. They go, well, why can't the Forest Service afford this or afford that and this and that? They're getting all this money renting out those campsites. All right, people, get real, okay? People don't realize how much it actually costs to maintain those campgrounds. There's a lot of money involved into maintaining those campgrounds. A lot of money involved. They've got the equipment costs. They've got all their fuel costs. They got full-time employees that are also they're working with us hosts. They got that cost and campground improvements. My one campground, they got to haul in 2 truckloads of gravel for entrances into a couple of my campsites because they're kind of muddy going into the campsite. We got to.
Well, is it really a for-profit business, or is it just like, you know, they're getting enough funds, and then when they get enough funds where they have a profit, they do some improvements?
the district, like, okay, the region I'm in, which is the Chequamegon National Forest, that's the region. That's broke into 3 districts. And we got the Park Falls District, the Great Divide District, which is the one I'm in, and then we got the Washburn District. Now, the campgrounds in each one of those districts, all the money they earn off of that campground supplements their budget. So what it does is it kind of fills some of the holes in their budget. So if they fall short on like, we got to buy. Have you looked at the price of lumber, for God's sakes?
Oh, that's retarded.
Right now, we need 6 picnic tables. Fortunately, my campgrounds are all good. They got excellent picnic tables. They're like brand new. But 3 other campgrounds between them need 6 picnic tables. Each picnic table at the price of lumber right now will cost us $425 a piece. And you know what some campers do? Take a fucking chainsaw and they'll cut the handicap overhang off and put it in the fire pit and burn it. Sons of bitches. I'd like to take a chainsaw to their tool. Yeah. Here, let me cut that dead branch off for you. I mean, they don't realize what they're doing to those services that they're trying to provide. They're just making it harder for them to have enough funds to keep doing it.
Right.
We have 2 campgrounds. Mineral Lake Campground. I'm begging them to reopen it. The problem is they got to come up with 10 picnic tables. That's $4,250 for picnic tables. They got to reset 5 of the 10 fire pits. They got to go in, clean, and mow the whole place, all the sites, everything. The bathroom there would take me, I figure it'd take me at least 6 hours to get it usable, to get it clean and usable, because it's been sitting since 2015. They shut that campground down because of budgetary reasons.
Yeah.
That campground was only making 20% of the cost to maintain it in camp fees. So they are doing us a service, and what they're charging us for camp fees, it's dirt cheap.
Yeah.
And it actually is. And I used to bitch about $15 a day. Bullshit. My Beaver Lake campground is such a premier campground to people because it's so freaking remote, and the lake's got great trout fishing, and people love that campground. They charge $18 a night. Well, you can't even get cell service out there, but at my other campground, East Twin, you can get 4 bars of cell service, and it's only $15 a site. But it's because Beaver Lake is so remote, so far out there. I've got to drive. It's 13 miles for me to drive out there, and 10 of those 13 miles is pretty much a rough, rugged road to get to it. And I got to go out there every other day. Now, if I wasn't doing that, a paid Forest Service employee would have to be doing that. So yeah, there's, a lot of those logistics I just didn't realize till I started doing this, and the camp scene to have mossy tables. Yeah, no, ours, they maintain the tables real well. A lot of our tables last season got scraped and freshly painted, so they're in really nice shape. And they like to keep them maintained because they're so damn expensive to fix. It's the lumber, they're using 2x10s for the tops on them, and I think it's a 2x10 seat rail on them. And they're 8 feet long. I mean, it's not cheap lumber, man. Not cheap. Yeah, $400 to build one. The set of legs cost them a couple $100 just for the legs.
Well, maybe some of these picnic tables were made before the increase. I mean, I know they can raise the price due to
right. All of our
but
picnic tables that we're using were all built before that cost increase. That amount is based on if we have to build one now. And we've got this impound yard for our district that I think we've got 16 tables sitting there. Each one of those tables has anywhere from 1 to 4 of the 8 boards that are good. So every single one of those tables needs 2 to 3 boards put on them just to repair them.
Yeah.
Just to repair them. So it's just enough tables there. I told them that we could open Mineral Lake Campground and what they call Lake 3 Campground. Lake 3 is only 8 campsites. Beautiful. And all the locals that I've talked to, every single one of them ask, when are they going to open Mineral Lake? I love that campground. I used it all the time until they closed it. And if they don't ask about that, they're asking about Lake 3. Why is Lake 3 closed? Well, I love that campground. It's a beautiful lake. Hey, all I can tell you is the money wasn't there to keep them up and running and maintained. And they're thinking about it now. They're actually thinking about possibly investing to reopen. Because I told them, you open those 2 campgrounds, I'll host them. I'll take them. That'll be 4 campgrounds. It'll give me a total of 38 campsites. Travis right now has got 2 campgrounds, and he's got, I think we figured it out, 44 campsites. So it'd be about the same as Travis is doing. Yeah, I could do 38 campsites and the 7 bathrooms I would have to clean. Yeah. It would make my day a 3.5 hour day every other day instead of a 2.5 hour day. It's really only going to add an hour to my chores.
Yeah, that's good for you. But what happens when they can't find someone like you that wants to work that hard?
That's someone that wants to host just one little campground.
Right. Like the guy probably before you. That's why they need you, because someone didn't. You want me to work 2 hours? I don't want to work that hard.
They didn't have hosts. Oh, that looks good, Mike.
I got it, Metal. Calm down, dude. So I just got a thing from Home Depot because I've been trying to buy a exterior steel door and 2 storm doors. So everything's in for 3 doors.
Oh, it can't be cheap. There you go, $450.
Yep, that's just for the doors.
That's that screen house I bought today.
So we're just gonna.
2 years ago, Running Water bought that clam screen house I got out there, and it was on sale for $178. They're now $248 on sale. Regular price was $329.
Well, $390. I get a $50 off for my Home Depot card.
Oh, that helps. Yeah.
So let's see, and then I do the PayPal has that honey thing that I signed up for where it shuffles through and finds coupons.
Yeah.
So I use that too.
We got a Home Depot coupon in the mail right now that takes like $25 off an order over a certain amount.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you get that stuff mailed to you, Mike. Of course, we got our coupon right after we went. And what did we buy there that was expensive? We got that damn coupon right after we bought it. It was like, you sons of bitches.
All right.
Oh, that's like my generator. Pissed me off. If I would have bought that generator 3 months sooner, I would have paid $749 for it.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to buy it, it was right after that winter storm thing down in Texas. They jacked it up to $850.
Damn.
And it's still there. They ain't bringing the price back down. And they were hard to find. Yeah, I had to search like 3 stores before I found one that had one. And so I paid an extra $100 because Texas had a storm, you know. There was an excuse to drive that price up, you know. It was worth it though. If they would have sold them for $1,000, I still would have bought one.
Anybody need anything?
Yeah.
Does anybody need anything? Yeah. Hey, you protect your cards, man, with what happened.
Well, this is Home Depot. I don't give a shit.
Oh,
Just
their
the
card.
Home Depot card.
Yeah.
Until they max out your Home Depot card.
I got 10 grand on this thing.
Oh.
If I max this out, I'm in deep shit. I don't use it, but probably twice a year.
That's like I've been paying for my Sam's Club membership just consistently every year. And I realized this spring it came due again. I said, no, I'm not getting it this year. Because for 2 years I didn't even go to Sam's Club. I'm paying for the damn membership, didn't even go.
No, that's not good.
And that's when I realized they messaged me back and they said, oh, well, so-and-so and so-and-so, their cards aren't going to be any good anymore either because you're dropping your account. Oh, it's the ex-wife and my youngest daughter. Yeah, go right ahead.
Go right ahead.
Yep. Cut me off, man. I'm done. Yeah. That I didn't realize, hell yeah, my ex-wife is still piggybacking on me for Sam's Club. And I guarantee you her and her fat honey are going up there. Yeah. That boy's up there buying in bulk. I know it.
Fat honey.
That way
Fat
you can
buddy.
use
Yeah. The
Refrigerator, crew cab, automatic, but god damn, metal. Harry don't want much of it.
yeah. Nothing big.
Because my oven took a shit, so I gotta buy a stove too. So
no.
Oh boy.
Your oven in your place or an oven at one of your rentals? Right there.
But I bought that stove in '98. And
you got some good life out of it.
It hasn't given me a lick of problem. And it's been moved to I don't know how many different houses. And I mean, it still looks brand new. But yeah, that'll find one. It's hard to even find one. 6 to 8 weeks.
Gas,
electric.
Yeah. Home Depot.
Electric?
Menards don't have any in stock.
Is it electric?
No, gas.
Gas?
Okay.
No.
Yeah. Oh, man, if I bought or built a house, yeah, I'd go with gas, man.
Mm-hmm.
I love the gas stove. Electric pisses me off.
I'm actually thinking about converting my hot water tank to gas instead of electric. Scott K. It's a lot cheaper, gas is.
Hey, Scott, good to see ya.
What's up, Scott K?
My dryer took a little over a month to get.
Yeah, I ain't getting anything very quick from anywhere right now. Back in January, we ordered new furniture for our living room. A couple months ago, we got one section of it. We're supposed to have it all by the end of August.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. So we'll see. That's I don't know. I don't know if it's parts or if it's the fact that they got a lack of labor to do the work.
Well, they don't have the computer for that furniture. That's the problem. No chips.
No chips.
They got no chips.
Mike's recycling all the damn chips and getting 10 cents a pound, and we can't fucking drive cars or build furniture.
Right. Or stove.
Hey, Rocket White. It's going good. We're just chatting generally. Yeah. Yeah.
So I can go pick that up tomorrow. So that'll give me something to do this weekend.
Give you something to do.
Maybe you'd be surprised that if you can pick up the stove this weekend.
Oh, the doors. I just ordered the doors.
The doors, yeah.
Yeah.
Now you said that 400 some bucks is 3 doors?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem very expensive.
The one storm door was 114. The other one was 113 or 14. No, 14. I don't fucking know. Hold on.
Storm doors or entry doors?
I need an entry door, which was $219.
Yeah.
And the storm doors were 114.
Is that the door or is that the framework and everything?
For the entry door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brick molds, that's the whole pre-hung.
Okay.
Pre-hung. That's nice.
Makes sense. That's about right.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds right to me.
It's not. Yeah, that's not.
It sounds inflated.
It's not extreme.
I really need to replace the one between my house and it goes out in my garage, but I'm cheap.
You think you're so good? I was so lazy. I go downstairs and get another one.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
I just need to bring it. I had one year within a week. I had a washer, dryer, refrigerator, and microwave all die. Week. About 10 years ago.
Yeah, we had to replace our washing machine and our dryer within a year or two of one another. So, of course, now the shit don't match. You buy one thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, well, they had matching washer and dryer.
Don't buy a set. Yeah.
And sure enough, the next thing, a year or two later, the next thing breaks down. They ain't got the matching one no more.
Yeah.
Not that it really's got a match, but
That's a good point there, Mel. Refrigerator should have a battery backup.
Yeah. I tell you what, I had an old 1950s Frigidaire gas refrigerator in my school bus conversion camper. The thing was heavier than snot, man. It definitely took 2 guys to manhandle it around. But that damn thing, a 20-pound propane cylinder, ran that fridge for a month and a half. And it didn't require any electricity unless you wanted the light bulb to work. Well, there's flashlights for that.
Yeah, right?
And God, we loved that fridge. It had a decent sized top freezer in it, It wasn't just a ice cube tray freezer. And I took that thing, I got a 3-way fridge, 12-volt, 110 propane for an RV, and it was smaller, more compact, and I thought, well, I'm going to swap them out. And I went to the dump, and I flopped that gas fridge on its side, slid it down the steps of that bus into that dump. All of a sudden, there's 3 guys there fighting over that refrigerator. And all they had to do, one of them asked me, does that thing work? I said, works like $1 million. I said, and for me, it's just junk. You should have seen them guys fight. It's mine. And this other guy goes, I asked him if it works. It's mine. No, fuck you. And this other guy goes, I'm the junkyard or the dump. It was city dump. He says, I'm the dump security guy. It's mine. We get first dibs. They were starting to shove each other. I got in that bus and drove the fuck out. I did not want to witness. Somebody's going to get hurt over that stupid gas fridge. Then I ran back out there, and it was like 7 o'clock at night. Damn gates closed and locked, and there's that fridge sitting next to the guard shack. I was going to grab it back. Say, no, I screwed up. I want my fridge back and stuff it in my pickup truck I had at the time. I went and I looked. They're selling them for $500.
Oh, no.
And they're 30, 40 years old. People in this area up here in northern Wisconsin are killing each other to have a propane, old style propane fridge for their summer cottages. They want them in their summer homes.
Guys, just throwing the shit away.
And I just pitched that bitch out of the bus. I'll let them guys. Why the fuck are they fighting over that ugly old fridge? Because the damn thing's worth $500. Oh, look at here. What a way to wrap up the night. Yay.
What's up,
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm late.
Well, that's all right. That's all right.
How's it going, guys?
It's going good. It's going good. I'm glad I got to see you tonight because I won't be streaming next week. So yeah,
What's going on next week?
Oh, just it's campground stuff
All right.
that's just too much to deal with, and by the time I get back here, it just won't work, and so that'll be probably the one and only time that it happens, but just one of those damn deals, you know. This was fun. Sam will appreciate this, right? So we got this new Forest Service guy. He's a new guy for our district, and I don't know why, but he likes to come and help me out at my campground, do anything he can to help out. And we got to know each other pretty good because he was at my campground all the time for the first week or two I was out there. And the other day, he stopped at my campground, and I'm sitting there. There was nobody around. So I'm sitting there, and I was tuning at the time my mandolin, and I'm trying to learn the damn thing, right? And I had my back to the campground. I'm facing the lake, and I'm out there ding, 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 ding on that damn thing. And all of a sudden I hear, well, I'll be right back. And it's him. And I go, Brandon, wait a minute. He goes, no, I'll be right back. He was in his own vehicle. He wasn't in the Forest Service truck. And I'm sitting there and I'm still dinking around with it. I thought, I don't care if Brandon hears that I can't play, you know? All of a sudden, I hear this rapid, awesome, down home picking on a 5-string banjo. I turn around and he's walking across the campsite playing the banjo. I go, you son of a bitch, why didn't you tell me you played the banjo? And he goes, I did. I said, you did not. He says, when we first met, I told you I was from Tennessee. I said, yeah, you told me you were from Tennessee. You never said you played the banjo. He goes, doesn't everybody from Tennessee play the banjo? He's just a smart aleck. Just a smart aleck. And he's so humble. He says, I can't play worth of shit. Oh, no, he could play good. He was just pounding out, just playing away. And so I think I talked him into, he's never played the mandolin, but he said, you know, I can come over on my days off if you want. And he says, maybe I can coach you a little, help you out, you know, and maybe we can get you playing a little backup to me playing the banjo. Yeah. I told him, though, if we can play something together and it sounds decent, I'm going to video it. And so he's got to make sure not to be wearing Forest Service clothes when he does that. So that was fun.
Nice. Right on.
Who's that?
Where'd Phil go? I just see a Mankini.
That's it. All of a sudden, Mr. Mankini pops up, and there he is, gone.
Poof. How are things going out there, though, for you? Yeah, good.
They're going good. Good.
That's good.
I actually, I'm enjoying it.
Awesome.
I did have last week when I got back out to camp after the Wednesday night stream, went back out Thursday. That night, in the middle of the night, I had my whole canopy. We had a heavy downpour rain. My whole canopy and its frame collapsed outside my trailer, and it destroyed it. It just smashed the hell out of it. So I got a alternative replacement today. So, but other than that, everything in camp's been great. I love it. I love it.
All right.
I just need internet out there. I need the internet. That's it.
Right? Because if you could go live from there, that would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've had high 70s here in Alaska, and it's been crazy hot because that's warm for here. Like, think about it. No wind, nothing. You know, the humidity is different, so it's been very warm to say the least. So yeah, but perfect weather for being outside. Yeah.
I was gonna say, you look like you're dressed for July or August, you know.
Yeah, I know I'm
yeah, dress down, stay cool.
Definitely. Well, I've got the fan on me back there and everything. It's just because I have no AC, so in my house the thermostat 82.
Oh,
inside my house because there's no air conditioning. So yeah, you got to have the fans on and all that because outdoors it's definitely actually cooler out there than it is inside my house right now. So it being high 70s still. Yeah.
Hey, John and Jan, we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Much love, guys.
Yeah, they're going to come to the campground, stay for a while. So that's cool. But have you got a lot of skeeters up there right now?
Actually, they aren't too bad. I took my son. Well, when they get past like I want to say about 70, 72, they kind of just stay near the water where it's cool, you know, and they don't bug you very much. But
that's good.
Yeah, we went to the lake park today where my kid played and dashed around in the water, and I just finished the song and all that, like sitting out there, blah, 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 doing my thing. And yeah, no bugs, no problems there. So
that's nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
I picked the right campsite because where my campsite sits, I get a southwestern or a southern breeze that comes through there. And I can sit on the top of the campsite looking out over the lake, and there's enough of a breeze that it usually keeps the bugs away from me. Yeah. But my other campground, the other day I was up there, and I kid you not, there was at least 300 mosquitoes inside my truck. It was freaking me out so mad, I lowered all 4 windows, and I'm doing about 50 miles an hour down a gravel road, flinging my hat. Get out of here! Yeah. It was so bad. I got all bit up, and usually they don't bother me. I don't mind mosquitoes so much, but boy, that was, and you couldn't breathe because every time you inhaled, you got a couple of them in your mouth, and nasty buggers. I felt bad for the campers there, but all the campers were hitting the lake. They were all down at the lake, you know, in the water, and the bugs were leaving them alone. But boy, once you got up in the campfire, yeah.
No thanks. I can't stand skeeters.
Yeah.
Especially the size they are nowadays.
Yeah.
They're birds.
Yeah, that's it. It's bad when you got a skeeter on you and you flick them off and it goes twap.
Yeah.
You're like, that shouldn't have made noise. Hitting that bug, you know. Twap.
It's true though. Yuck. Yeah.
I had my first tick that I found this year crawling up my leg. I was wearing shorts. I was down at the lake trying to clean up my boat landing area, wandering around out in the water and stuff, and there was some brush I wanted to move, so I moved that brush, and then I sat down, took a break, and I could feel it crawling just above my knee, and it's heading for my shorts. It's like, oh, no, you don't bugger. And I got a hold of him. I'm looking at him. I'm going, God almighty, that's one big-ass tick. That was a monstrous tick. And I thought, God, I hope I don't get a lot of the big bastard. You know, one of them attaches itself. I'll need a pair of pliers to get them off. Yeah, but that's good. That's the first tick I've seen, and we've had weather where they should have been out pretty thick. So I think we'll be pretty lucky this year. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I got John and Jan with Adventures in the Heartland coming up to camp for a while. And then next early June, I got Nicholas Green's coming up, him and a buddy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're gonna camp right on my campsite, Nick and his buddy. And John and Jan, they want site number 3, which is almost shouting distance from my campsite, so we're real close to each other. I know why they want site 3. That's a beautiful spot there. That's nice. It's a small campsite, but it's really it's just picturesque to sit there, look out over the lake, and I'm going to take them to see some waterfalls, so that's going to be fun. Get some video time in. Yeah. That's the thing, is I'll be up all frickin' night tonight editing my videos. I got so many. I'm going to try to spread them out over the next 2 weeks, being I'm not streaming next week. So there you go, Phil. You can stream Wednesday night.
I do know that, like, it's been kind of quiet lately. I don't see either of you as much, so it's kind of
yeah. And I guarantee you, I miss you guys, man. I think of you all the time. Yeah. Yeah, I've been wondering how. Now, are you still posting a song for every Sunday?
Yeah, every Sunday.
That means I've got two I haven't heard. I got this last one was about Alaska, but the one before that is called Rearview Mirror, and it's actually country type, but it's kind of catchy and all that. I kind of was hoping you'd hear that one because I knew you'd get a kick out of it. So whenever, no worries. Like, I'm still doing the Sunday thing. So I don't wanna miss any, and I can't get them out there. So when I get home, I wanna always catch up.
Definitely.
I'm just looking here quick. The Rearview Mirror is the one you want?
Yep. Yeah. That's the one I can't wait for you to listen to. Yeah, when you get a second.
Well, yeah, if you don't mind. I'll try playing it.
Oh no, just play it to yourself.
What?
Yeah.
What? I can't share it with everybody?
If they want to hear it, they can go do their thing. But no, just listen to it in the own privacy of your time. This is your stream. Let's just
you little
talk about
turd.
you and how
you little turd.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, we're good.
I did, however, I had this couple, and they had 3 little kids, 2 little girls. They all came over to my campsite because the little girls, I gave them Smokey the Bear stuff, and they were just so happy, and they were calling me Mr. Sty all the time.
Aww.
And I was walking past their campsite, and they're yelling, "Mr. Sty, look at what we were doing. We colored this picture, blah blah blah." Yeah, okay. And the older girl, she was like 7. She goes, "Mr. Sty, tell us a story." Her father comes walking up and goes, "Hey, girls, tell you what, your mom and I and you kids, we'll go over to Mr. Sty's campsite when he's having his fire tonight, and he can tell us a story around the campfire. I
Night,
thought, oh
Kathy.
shit! I thought, oh shit! Here it goes. Now it's starting. It's starting, and they came over, and one thing I did was I grabbed my laptop and I pulled it out because I've got your song, the MP4 or MP3 or whatever version that you sent me on the laptop, and I set it on the picnic table, and I cranked it all the way up, and I played it, so they got to hear the channel theme song. They were freaking amazed. They couldn't believe it. No, I'm not kidding. They were just
what?
They said that song's about you, and you got a professional artist to write you a song. I said, yeah, she'd be embarrassed if she heard you. I said, if I brag about her music, she gets all embarrassed. I said,
that's awesome, though.
But I thought that was cool that they got to hear the theme song, and the one little girl says, just like in the song, we're around the campfire and we're having Sty tell a story, just like the song. I thought, yeah, that's cool. And then I had to tell their parents on the sly, don't have your kids watch my channel. Yeah. Especially the live streams, stay away from the live streams.
Yeah. Not for kids.
Yeah. It's rated for adults. It's
That's funny though.
90% of the videos kids could watch, but it's the live streams. Yeah, only 1% of the live streams can they watch.
Yeah.
And it's all his fault, right? Mike? Yeah. It's all Phil's fault.
So since you've been gone, Sty, I got a bunny.
You did?
Yeah. Her she's a sweet little thing, a tiny little, she's outside right now in her cage. But yeah, I got a little rabbit. You want to see her? I'll get her.
Go grab her. Oh, boy, we're going to get to see Sam's bunny. Are you guys ready? She's going to show up wearing a Playboy bunny outfit.
You've seen her bunny.
I'm not going there.
You're not going there? Yeah. She's going to be wearing her ears and her tail. Yeah.
It's really furry and pretty.
Yeah. Check out this bunny.
You pet that bunny all day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I rubbed the shit out of that bunny. Don't tell me that.
I can still hear you when I walk away because of Bluetooth. No Playboy. An actual bunny.
Oh, look at that wabbit.
Oh, that's
look at that
Piper.
wabbit.
Awesome, Pfeffer.
Piper. She is a sweetheart, and I love her so much. She is my little best friend. That's little Piper girl. Yeah. Say hi, Sty.
Hi, bunny.
Keep the cat away from me.
She kind of looks like that big bunny I got running around camp. Yeah, I got it.
No, but a handful. This one.
Yeah, the one I got running around camp. I bet you he weighs 5 pounds. And big snowshoe hair, and he just
fully dressed. He probably weighs 3 pounds.
She's a sweetie.
That's kind of like me,
Yeah.
That's if I'm fully dressed. Yeah, I weigh a couple more pounds. Yeah. That's the thing. Is man. Yeah, I'm not actually losing any weight, but I'm losing inches, man. I'm down to size 34s. I got to still wear a belt. Keep them on, man. That's cool.
Talking about your waist. Ooh.
Yeah. Hey,
is
watch
that from the heat, or is that from exercise, or getting up and getting around, or?
Yeah, it's from the exercise. I figured it out. I'm walking about a typical day, at least 4 miles.
Okay.
I'm actually walking 4 miles, and then I'm working and cleaning and doing things constantly, and hauling wood, and that's one thing too. Is we cut some big trees down on my site, my campsite, and I bucked all that wood up and stacked it all up. And I go through the campground whenever a new camper comes in to ask them, "You got a splitting maul or an axe? Over at my campsite, help yourself. All that wood, have at it." And it's all hemlock, dead standing hemlock, and it's not super dry, but because it's a pine, it burns good. I told them, if you like a crackling fire, go over there, help yourself, take all that damn firewood you want. And I've had a couple campers where I'll grab a big armload of oak and haul it all the way across the campsite to them because they got no firewood, and help them out.
All right, you guys stick around and chat. I gotta go. I gotta.
Okay, Phil.
Tomorrow, so have a good one. Good to see you, Sty.
Love you, Phil. See ya, buddy.
See you in 2 weeks, and we'll check out your videos you're posting this week. So
You bet. Thank you, buddy. Hey,
Yeah, man.
take good care, man.
Keep it spicy.
I'll be right back. I'm
You
going to put it
bet.
back.
Gotta put that bunny back.
If you didn't know she had a bunny on her lap, I wonder what you would be doing.
Yeah. A lot of petting going on there.
That's something, man.
Yeah.
Oh, she got that Bluetooth. She can hear us.
Yeah, she's hearing everything you're saying, you dirty old man.
I don't care. She'll get over it.
Yeah. And if she doesn't, you will, right?
I'm already over it.
Yeah, you're already over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go for another 10 minutes or so because what the heck? What the heck? I can't stream next week, so.
Man, I did a stream last week. 2 hours. I said 2 hours, I'm done. When somebody would pop up. Now I'm at 3 hours. Somebody else would pop up. Now I'm at 4 hours. But I have like 30-some people in there, so you hate to, leave.
Right.
But I was just getting tired of all their stupid asses. I just wanted to go away. Go away.
That's
people.
it. Go away, would you please?
And then I was just getting ready. Like I just told everybody goodbye, and everybody left the panel. Then Monica was in the basement, so I popped her up. So we sat there for another hour.
That's it. Yeah. That's the problem I have is if I get somebody I haven't talked to for a while, I get them on there. Jesus, here we go. And I got to be disciplined tonight, but yeah. If I got it all figured out, I get Starlink out there like I'm supposed to. I figure I'll probably do 3 live streams a week, and I won't care. They can run until 10 o'clock. I have to start them like at 6 and run them till 10 because I got to shut everything down by 10 o'clock. The campground rules, and if the hosts don't follow them, can't expect the others to, And I need to have my Jenny running to run all the computer gear. So, but that's nice. My new screen house I'm getting, I can set up to do live stream right in that screen house, and I just run my 50-foot power cord out there, and I can have that screen house all powered up. So it'll be fun. I'm hoping if I get Starlink out there, well, even if I don't get Starlink, I'm going to see. Some of these campers I'm finding out are pretty interesting. Their story about their trip, what they're doing, especially these guys that are bicycle touring. There was a couple of gals. They had a little Subaru kind of SUV thing, couple kayaks on the roof, and it was so funny. They were in my campsite number 2, and I went and I looked, and they had a site tag hanging on it. And I thought, well, that's cool. They paid the fee. And here comes Forest Ranger to my site, and he says, "Have you talked to the people on 2?" I said, "Oh, those 2 gals up there with the kayaks?" And he goes, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, I talked to him a little bit." He says, "Guess what?" I said, "What?" He goes, "They're in the wrong campground." I go, "Say what?" He says they're supposed to be in Twin Lakes Campground, not East Twin Lakes Campground.
jeez.
And I go, Twin Lakes is 48 miles south of here. He goes, yeah, they're almost 60 miles, 50 miles away from where they're supposed to be. I said, well, what site did they have down there? And he goes, site number 2. So they just showed up here and moved into site number 2 thinking, and they figured they didn't have to pay. He said, so I stopped, talked to him, and that's why there's a tag. I told him, just put a tag up there saying that you paid for, they were there for 3 nights, 4 days. And so after he left, I walked over and I go, just to see how they'd react, you know, and they're middle-aged gals. They're like in their early 40s or so, you know. So I go walking in there. I go, hey, ladies, hey. And they're going, oh, hi, Sty. It's good to see you again. I said, oh, you're not going to like this. No, I'm sorry. You're not going to like it. And they go, why? What's wrong? I said, you two are in trouble. They go, for what? I said, you're in the wrong campground. You need to pack all your shit up and go 50 miles south to the campground you belong in. What? But we talked to a forest ranger and this and that. And I go, I'm the host here, not him. And they're going, are you serious? We got to pack up and leave. I said, no. I said, you can stay.
Aw.
They gave me this big piece of cherry-covered cheesecake to eat. I'm sitting at their picnic table eating cheesecake while they're laughing about how scared they were. That because it was, and it was just before sunset. So they'd be breaking camp in the dark and having to reset camp in the dark after an hour's drive.
Yeah.
And I told them, I said, got your blood pumping, didn't it? And they're just like that. They said though it was awesome. They said, you know, getting a non-serious scare is always feels good, you know. I said, yeah, I just want to keep you on your toes, you know.
Aww.
And they said, we are so glad we went to the wrong campground. They said, they said we got some great kayaking in, and I told them, I said, hey, you guys are here for 2 more days. I said, go down the road here. You're only a half mile away. There's a trailhead takes you to West Twin Lake. Go kayak that. And they came back after kayaking that, and they said, damn, you know, how many hosts put you onto these little things and stuff to do? And I said, well, it doesn't matter how many. You just pick the campsite with a host that'll show you, you know, where to go, what to do. And so I was glad they enjoyed themselves. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm meeting a lot of interesting folks. That's the best part of it. They're, you know, interesting folks. I was telling the guys earlier, 5 confirmed new subscribers from the campground. Yeah. Actual campers that subscribed. That was cool. That was so cool to see that they subscribed. The one guy showed me right there. He's on his phone. He goes, there you are. And he goes, now watch. And he hits the subscribe. He says, I'm subscribed now. And I said, you know, there's that little bell next to that. He goes, oh, I better hit that too. He hits the bell. I go, okay, good.
I'm going to subscribe to your channel one of these days.
Why
I
not?
hate to leave, but I gotta go. My kid's nuts, so that's all I'm gonna say.
I gotta go. My kid's nuts.
Yeah, I
love you, girl. I thank
Love
you
you
for
too.
showing up. I thank you so much. Made my week.
anytime. Yeah,
Made my week.
It's good to see
yeah,
you.
I'm gonna
See
be
you,
wrapping
Mike.
it up. So
Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of video work to do, guys. So I'm wrapping it up. Sam's taking off. Everybody loves Sam. Bye, Samantha. Hey, Mike. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight.
Not a problem.
I don't get to see you enough, man.
Just sitting here gambling on my phone, you know.
Just gambling. Just yeah.
I'm on vacation.
There you go. You're on vacation. Do what feels good.
She just left.
Yeah. Behave. Too late to say that. Hey, everybody out there in the chat and those just watching, thank you for being here. Love y'all. I'll see you on Wednesday night, 2 weeks from now. Don't watch for the post, man. I'll put it up that I'm going live, but it'll be 2 weeks from now. And you all take good care during that time because I want to see you all again soon. So love y'all. I'm going to dance my butt right out of here, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.